right. What up, people? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy. The dating game was good. What's the deal? So today, you're gonna be talking about why rejection is good, but I'm also gonna be talking about some other stuff too. Just sort of getting deeper into the game and so you can understand how you can step shit up. But rejection has a lot to do with it. What up, Shaquille? Rodney Hampton was good. Paulos was popping. Rob Cruz, Tim G was good. I might have Amina Zena come through. Amina Zena says she might stop by. So, she says she might. Okay, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, what's popping? Whiskey to Dawn. McCann Cornell was good. Kev Smith was going on. So before we get into everything else, remember, get How to Have Sex with Two Women a Day, the ebook, hard copy, and audiobook. Shout out to all the people that's been getting the audiobook. You understand? Because I know some people don't like to read. So if you don't like to read, you can get the audiobook, and just listen to the shit. You feel what I'm saying? But make sure that you get the information. Okay? Make sure that you actually get the information so that you can get the information on here so you can step up your game. You feel what I'm saying? So make sure that shit happens. What up, Joe Blast, Trinity Blood, JXN141, Monday, Utrum. It's popping. Daryl was going on. Samuel, Malcolm was popping. Maggins was going on. So, got juice in the building. Was good. So real quick, I wanted to talk about rejection and why rejection is actually good, and how rejection actually helps you to get what you want and helps you to step up your game. Because last night I was talking to my dude Miles Cunningham, and we were talking, and he was saying he was watching some dude's video. It was like a MGTOW dude. And I forgot what the name of the channel was. But he was saying that the guy was saying, he's like a MGTOW guy, but he was saying that he still, goes out and dates chicks. So I know there's certain MGTOW dudes that still dates girls or whatever. Right? But what he was saying was that he would date the chick up until the relationship started to get like, when the newness was gone, like when that new relationship energy was gone, he would bounce. So basically he would stay for the beginning of the relationship, like when they first get to know each other, they first fucking around or whatever. But then when it gets to the point where it's not new anymore, he would bounce and get another girl. Right? So the thing was, he was basically saying that, even though he was MGTOW and all this other stuff, he was like, he don't really got no problem getting chicks and attracting women, right? But what he was also saying was that the reason why he's able to get a girl, fuck with her for a while, and then move on to the next girl or whatever, was because he knows how to get girls. But the reason why he knows how to get girls was because he said he had to go through hundreds and hundreds of rejections. You understand? So basically, in order for him to learn what he had to do in order to attract women, he had to go through hundreds and hundreds of rejections. You feel what I'm saying? Yo, what's poppin', bro?
Yo!
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
Miles is on the phone, people. What's poppin'?
Yo, what's going on, everybody?
Chilling. I was just telling him about what you told me last night about the dude the MGTOW dude who said he went through a whole bunch of rejections, so that's how he learned how to make shit pop. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
You see what I mean? So.
Fuck. No, I'm trying to remember the dude's name. I think his name is Happy Hermit something.
Right.
Happy Hermit. You'll find him on YouTube. Just type in Happy Hermit, I guess. But,
Right.
I mean, I want to give credit to where credit is due.
Exactly.
I'm not like some of these other suckers out here taking shit and running with it. You feel me?
Exactly.
And not giving credit and respect to who the fuck they got it from.
Exactly.
Motherfuckers, right? Okay. I'm gonna just leave that where it is. You feel me?
Right. Real shit.
Because he's a MGTOW dude. You feel me? But
Right.
he got his sister
Uh-huh.
And he also got his shit set up where he does this thing where he only fucks with the honeymoon phase. You understand
Right,
what I'm saying?
right.
So he fuck with bitches when he feel like fucking with bitches,
Mm-hmm.
but then once the honeymoon phase is over, he drops the bitch. He lets the bitch go. You understand what I'm saying?
Right,
Because
right.
he thinks like a MGTOW, so he understands that women with female nature and all that shit will not allow for a woman to be a good thing for so long. You understand what I'm saying?
Right, right.
So he keeps everything in the honeymoon phase. So basically, he gets to experience the best part of a relationship with a bitch. You feel what I'm saying?
Right, right.
But he said he has no problem getting into relationships and getting with girls because before he was MGTOW, he used to be on his approach game for years, and he got rejected hundreds and thousands of times.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I thought that was very like critical because it's like a lot of cats don't understand that a part of the whole approach game is getting rejected, and you're not gonna reach the level where you're trying to be, where getting chicks is easy for you until you get rejected hundreds and hundreds of times.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So basically, the name of the game is get your rejection numbers up.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Get those numbers up because the basic bottom line is, a lot of these cats is super afraid of failing. Like, no, like you gotta like Will Smith put something on Facebook the other day. I think it was on his Instagram Live or some shit, and he was like, you gotta fail forward or some shit like that. Like you gotta be ready to fail so you can succeed. You understand what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Be okay with rejection. So when you actually get the yeses and you get those chicks that are cooperative, you understand why and how you got there, so you can get there again and again and again whenever you want to.
Exactly.
It's like I remember when I was young and coming up playing basketball. You understand what I'm saying? I used to like, just do what I saw other niggas do. Flick my wrist towards the basket.
Right.
And sometimes it will go in, and sometimes it wouldn't go in.
Right.
But it didn't. I didn't know what I didn't know, so it was like I was just having fun playing basketball. You understand what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
But when I actually started practicing my jump shot and realizing that that everything started from the leg, so your wrist didn't have, because what would happen is I would just flick my wrist, but I saw that a lot of times I was still missing. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's because I was missing those shots that made me realize, hey, if I jump a little bit more, I don't have to use my wrist muscles so much, so the ball can actually get to the basket. So the only thing I need to do with my wrist is just work on my precision.
Right.
But the power comes from my legs. You understand what I'm saying? But I wouldn't have got to that point unless I was missing all those shots.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I wouldn't have realized the reason why unless I was missing those shots. So that's the point with this whole, with why you got to get your rejection numbers up. Like, you take it as a badge of honor to get rejected. Because like I said, until you get those experiences, because for example, when I started making the shots, it was more important that I understood why I was making the shots.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Not just making the shots, but now I understand why I was making the shots. Why? Because I was using the power in my legs and not the power in my wrist.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
My wrist was for precision, my legs was for power, and I understood that. Like, so a lot of you cats, there's a lot of cats out here, like they might listen to, one or two of these dating coaches, and they might actually look up and get some pussy or get into a relationship, but if they get dumped right now, they don't know how to recreate the situation.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
If a bitch gets tired of your punk ass right now, you're gonna be lonely for the next 3-4 fucking years.
Right.
Because you didn't take the time to go You know
That's
what I'm saying?
crazy. That's crazy.
That's what a lot of cats is missing, and that's what they're afraid of. And the same thing you're afraid of is like pretty much the most important thing, because you have to it's not just about getting somewhere. It's about understanding how you got there. So just in case you get lost, you can make it there again.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Facts, and that's the thing, man. These dudes see part of the reason why a lot of guys aren't getting to the next step or getting results is because since they're scared of getting rejected, they don't do nothing. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And then since you don't do anything, you don't get anywhere. It's the same concept of, let's say you're trying to run a business or you're trying to make money doing a business. If you scared that your business is gonna fail, or you scared that nobody's gonna like your product, you may not make the product. You may be, slacking on doing anything, and then nothing gets done. But imagine the person that actually puts out something and they fail the first time. They put out something else, they fail the second time. They put out something else, they fail the third time. And then they realize, oh shit, let me see what's going on. What do I need to learn? What am I doing wrong? Next thing you know, they figure out, oh, let me try it this way. Let me try it that way. And then they end up succeeding. But they needed the failures, you understand, the quote unquote failures, for them to get to that success. The same thing happens in the game when it comes to dealing with women. You got to go through those rejections in order to get to the success. You see what I'm saying? Because the rejection is part of the success. Because when you talk to a chick, there's a 50% chance she's going to be into you, 50% chance she ain't going to be into you, no matter who you approach. You feel what I'm saying? So you got to understand that that's part of the game. You see what I mean? And so the thing is, that's why the rejection is good, because it's part of the whole package. It's part of the whole thing. It's part of what actually builds you up to become the guy who gets those chicks. Because this you got to understand. Let's say, for example, you get like, I just give you a few girls, right? And they don't, they don't reject you. They just fuck with you, whatever, right? Now, because you never went through rejections and all this other shit, you may not, first of all, you may not appreciate, what's popping off with the girl, first of all. Then, two, you're not going to be able to handle dealing with that girl in the first place. This is why a lot of times you get guys who get into, like, relationships, or they get with a girl and the shit ends quickly, or nothing really comes about it, is because a lot of times those guys may have been in situations where, like you were saying earlier, they, like, just got some chick automatically, but they never went through the situations of dealing with women in general and went through those rejections, because the rejections strengthen you for when you're dealing with a chick. You see what I'm saying? That's what it is. You know what I mean? It's crazy. But,
Oh, and by the way, I looked up the name of the dude. His name is the Happy Humble Hermit.
Okay, cool. That's what's up.
The Happy Humble Hermit. So, yeah, I mean, for y'all Midtown dudes or whatever, check him out. Cause he's a different kind of Midtown nigga. Like, he likes bitches. Like, he fucks with bitches. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
and he don't act like, he don't swear off bitches and try to act like, oh, fucking with bitches is this and fucking. Like, he's more of a realistic type of nigga where, he respects the philosophy of Midtown, but he also likes fucking with bitches.
Right.
So,
it's more balanced.
So y'all can't fuck with that. That's a good look.
Right. So it's probably more like a balanced type of energy with his shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, because this thing with Midtown was more about self-improvement. It's not about taking on shit. You know
Right. Real shit.
So, yeah, man.
That's real shit.
Yeah, man, you'll get your rejection numbers up.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's like, instead of going out on the town saying, oh, I'm going to try to get 10 numbers, tell yourself, I'm going to try to get 50 rejections tonight. You see what I'm saying?
Right. That's
crazy. Do it that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, do it that way and embrace the rejection. You know what I'm saying? Embrace that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and learn from it. Because it only makes you more skilled in the art of getting what you want. You understand what I'm saying?
Right. Real shit.
That's, because, back to the metaphor of the jump shot. It's like, now when I'm missing shots, I know exactly what's happening, why I'm missing the shot. So I know what I need to do to start making the shot.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But if I just jumped on the court and was making a bunch of shots by luck, I'm not gonna appreciate what I'm doing to make the shot.
Mm-hmm.
So next game, when when my luck runs out, I can't make no fucking shots, and I don't know what to do to actually start making shots. I don't know the technical aspect to make the shot.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Right. Real shit, man.
That's what the rejection is about. The rejection is about building up your technical skills so you can adapt to any situation to get what you want out of the situation. See what I'm saying?
And you know what's funny? The funny part is that too many people are scared of rejection because I think I was reading somewhere or I heard somewhere people were saying that like they were saying that rejection sometimes fucks with you psychologically or something, or it's not healthy to get rejected too much, yada yada yada. And see, what I say to that is that the reason why it may fuck with you psychologically or it could affect you on a different level is because when you deal with rejection with your ego, that's when it's gonna fuck with you. See, if you look at rejection as a natural part of the process, which it actually is, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Then you would understand that it's necessary. So it's necessary for the situation that's happening with you. So it's not supposed. The reason why it'll fuck with you on some psychological shit is because when you get rejected, you start looking at it like, damn, well, I guess there's something wrong with me. But see, there's nothing wrong with you. It's just that it's supposed to happen. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Like it's supposed to happen. You see what I mean? Because you're not supposed to get every girl. You see what I'm saying? It's not that's just not the way it's supposed to be. You see what I'm saying? It's supposed to be a balance. There's supposed to be some girls who's gonna be feeling you, some girls who's not gonna be feeling you. Because in order for you to actually have any type of relationship that's substantial with any girl who's feeling you, you have to at the same time have women who's not feeling you, so that you can appreciate the girls who's feeling you. You see what I'm saying? That's what it is. It's all balance.
And the other thing with that is these cats a lot of cats want that easy solution shit so much.
Right.
And it's like it's impossible. It's impossible. Well, it's not impossible because anybody could get lucky.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But the thing with luck is you're not conscious. You're not conscious of what's happening in the environment. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Because sometimes you'll get lucky and you meet a chick who's horny and she just fucks with you that night. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
But what happens if you wake up tomorrow morning and you call her and she's fucking telling you, oh, I don't know you, or don't call me no more.
Right.
Get out of here. Like, who are you? Like, that's gonna fuck your brain up. You know what I'm saying? But the reason why is because you got lucky. It wasn't. Or I mean, shit. Luck is how you want to look at it, because you know, to me, getting lucky is not fucking with a chick the same night. Getting lucky is like winning the lottery or for a business plan to work out. But
right.
For those who look at luck in that way at this stage, it's like you got lucky. It wasn't based on anything you put in or any work you put in. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you weren't exactly conscious of the situation. You didn't even realize how, even when you was fucking her last night, she was giving you the side eye, like, this motherfucker's so disgusting to me, and I hate him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You weren't even realizing that she was really just using you because she needed to get a nut. And now you think this bitch likes you, or you think there's actually something there. Meanwhile, there isn't. See what I'm saying? What's the difference between a guy who is in control of the situation, who can understand and accept rejection, and understand and accept his success at the same time?
Right. And you know what it is?
Get lucky, and you think you're the fucking man, when truthfully you're not.
Right.
You just happen to be in the right place at the right time. There's a difference between being in the right place in the right time at the right time and actually creating your success from the bottom, from the ground up.
Exactly.
You want to be the guy that creates his success from the ground up. You're not trying to be the hustle nigga, because if you work one out, then you're done. And you can't get back. You can't get back to the same place you were. You see what I'm saying? Because luck is like being blindfolded, like somebody blindfolds you and then drowns you to to the Playboy Mansion.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Now, in real life, you're at the Playboy Mansion now, and everything is perfect, and you're having a great fucking time. But let me blindfold you again, and then drive you 10 miles away, and drop you off.
Right.
And then take the blindfold off, and say, all right, get back to the Playboy Mansion by your fucking self.
Mm-hmm.
What are you going to do then?
Right. Right.
What are you going to do then? See what I'm saying?
Exactly. Nah, real shit.
So the key is to have your eyes wide open and take each and every step to get to the Playboy Mansion.
Mm-hmm.
So by the time you get to the Playboy Mansion, you know exactly how you got there.
Mm-hmm.
And if we leave the Playboy Mansion right now and go to the store, and then my car breaks down, you know how to get back to the Playboy Mansion because you made it there on your own feet.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Right. Mm-hmm.
That's what you're looking for. You're not looking to be a lucky guy or it's like the difference with kids who grew up rich. A lot of these motherfuckers, they grow up rich, and then something happens and their company fails and their stock drops and their company goes bankrupt. You see
Right.
these niggas jumping out the windows and splitting their wrists and killing themselves.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because they realized that they were just born rich.
Right.
They didn't actually hustle to become rich.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So they realize how weak they truly are. And it's like, damn, if now that I'm poor, I have no idea how to get back to being rich. So, and I don't want to live anymore if I'm not going to be rich.
Mm-hmm.
So let me just fucking kill myself. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Because look, you gotta say like rejection makes motherfuckers stronger. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That's what people don't understand.
Growing up poor makes you strong.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you actually become a hustler, you can, at that point, you can hustle anything.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And you can become successful. And you ever heard, it's like that old saying, like, give a man a fish, he'll eat for a day.
Mm-hmm.
But teach a man to fish, and he can eat forever.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's the difference. So
Mm-hmm.
don't ever get it twisted. Don't ever, like, try to, I want to learn this one trick from these PUAs and then automatically get chicks. No, get your rejections up, B.
Exactly.
Get your rejection numbers up. That will benefit you in the long run more.
Mm-hmm.
Because after you go through all those rejections, you be the type of cat that can get girls anywhere, anytime, in any situation.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? And that's the kind of guy you really want to be.
Right. Real talk. Real shit, man. And that's, it's crazy that a lot of people are still scared of the rejection. And I'm like,
right.
Look, man, you gotta see, because, and this is another thing we was talking about last night too, was that, see, the reason why so many dudes is so thirsty for chicks,
right,
and so thirsty to get shit popping, they're like, oh, I'm trying to fuck chicks by any means necessary type of niggas. You feel what I'm saying? The reason why that is there is because a lot of dudes don't have that much experience with women. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So when they get into a situation where they could have sex, they'll just have sex with anybody, even if the girl's fucking crazy, she's on some bullshit or whatever, they'll still do it, not knowing that fucking this chick could fuck up your life, or she's gonna be on some other shit and she'll claim you falsely sexually assault, whatever. You understand?
Right.
But the reason why they'll do that is because they don't have the experience of actually being around and dealing with women. And the reason why they don't have that experience is because they've been too scared to approach and get with girls because of rejection. So the thing is, a lot of dudes, they're trying to always play it safe. Because you always hear the thing where guys say, well, I'm not going to approach a girl unless she's showing choosing signals first. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
That's to avoid rejection. You see what I'm saying? But see, the thing is, and there's nothing wrong with seeing if a girl's choosing you. So if you see she's choosing you, that's cool. Like, make it happen. But if you're only waiting for that, what you're doing is that you're trying to, bypass rejection, which you can't bypass it. And that's the thing that guys gotta understand is that there's nothing you can do to get away from it. Like, it's going to happen. It's inevitable. Like, rejection is going to happen to all of you. If a guy isn't getting rejected, that means he's not doing anything. That's the only way you can't get rejected, is to sit there and not do shit. And then by default, you're rejecting yourself by making nothing happen. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So
exactly.
It's crazy.
And you know, another thing too is that what guys have to understand is that rejection and success has nothing to do with you. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Rejection and success has nothing to do with you. The only thing that has to do with you is the work you're willing to put in. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
That's the only thing that means anything. The outcome has nothing to actually do with you, because you got to remember, you're two people passing in this space in this time, for a variety of different reasons. So there's nothing that guarantees a connection or a rejection. You
Right.
understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So with that in mind, you have to understand that the rejection or the connection has nothing to do with you personally.
Right.
It has nothing to do with your ego. It has nothing to do with your look, your height, your weight. You know what I'm saying? It has nothing to do with that. What it has, the only thing that means anything is the work you're willing to put in. That's the thing that means something.
Right.
So the guy that's willing to go out there and introduce himself to all those different chicks, that's the guy that becomes the man at some point during the course of his journey. You understand what I'm saying? And the only reason why he becomes the man is not because of his connection, not because of his successes. He becomes the man because he was willing to put in the work.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Because look at sports, right? Sports is like this. Now, you look at Michael Jordan, you look at LeBron James, any great player, all of them miss jump shots. All of them they miss attempts all the time. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
What makes them more successful than other players is how hard they work. You understand what I'm saying?
Facts.
Because everybody in the league will tell you, what do you think about LeBron James? He's the greatest. They tell you he's the greatest. But do they tell you he's the greatest because he made the game-winning shot? No, they tell you he's the greatest because the nigga works out 5 hours a day, every day. They tell you he's the greatest because when we left the fucking gym, the nigga jogged from the gym to the hotel before the game tomorrow morning.
Right.
You understand? That's telling you. They're not telling you. I mean, yeah, during the game, he'll have successes, he'll make shots, but he'll miss some shots too. But what makes LeBron James great is the work that he puts in. You understand what I'm saying? Because when he's not making shots, you see him chasing down niggas and blocking their shots and getting rebounds and making good passes and assists.
Right.
So it's not about the makes and the misses, it's about the hard work, because sometimes your shot might not be on, but if you're still getting rebounds and making good passes, you're still a star in the game. You understand what I'm saying? But it's about the fact that you were willing to put in that work.
Right.
It wasn't about the fact that you made all them shots or you missed your shot or this, that, and the third. It's about the work. And that's why I'm saying get your rejection numbers up, because whether it's a connection or a rejection, what stands the test of time is the work you decided to put in.
Right.
See what I'm saying? That's the only thing that makes you different from another nigga.
Right.
Because let me tell you something. You got have one cat that goes out tonight and says what's up to the first chick he sees, and they make a connection and he fucks her that night. And then you got another guy, he'll holler at some chick and not get anything popping that night. Right? But the guy who got more from the game is the guy that made the 20 attempts. You see what I'm saying? He learned a lot more about the game, about himself, about his approach, about what he can do better next time than the guy that got pussy that night. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
Right. Exactly. And see that what you said right there is the difference between men who actually understand the game and men
Right.
who are pretending to know the game. So what I want to point out is that the guys who pretend to know the game, all they talking about is ways to fuck a bitch. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
The guys who know the game understand that the game is not just about fucking a bitch. You understand?
Right.
It's about you learning about yourself and then through learning about you learning about yourself through these interactions. You see what I'm saying? That's what it's about.
Right.
So that's the thing, is so that you can become better at whatever you're trying to do. You see what I'm saying? And so if you're worried about getting rejected, you're just thinking about pussy. You feel what I'm saying? If you understand that rejection is good, you understand the essence of the game, because you're understanding what's going to make me stronger. You see what I mean? With anything I'm trying to do, not just with chicks. You see what I'm saying? Because all these things can correlate to other aspects of your life and all this other stuff. So if you're just thinking about, oh, well, what can I do to get the pussy? That's going to make you weak, because you're only thinking about one. It's like, when they say in the gym where you just work out that one muscle, but then you have exercises that work out multiple muscles. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's the difference between that. So a lot of dudes, they trying to get a chick, and they just talking about that one muscle. They're like, oh, what can I do to get this and this and that? And I'm like, listen, if you were to actually cultivate everything, you would get, not only would you be getting the chick that you want, you'd be getting multiple women. You'd be getting more women than you can actually handle, because you became that guy that the women want. You're not just the guy that's trying to actually get women. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
That's the difference. Right. Do you want to be the guy that's trying to get women, or do you want to be the guy that women want? You see what I'm saying? And so if you're focusing on, well, what can I do and say, and can I just lie to these girls, you're the guy that's trying to get women, but you haven't cultivated a thing to become the guy women want. You see what I'm saying? That's what they don't get, and that's what I mean. And that's what comes with you understanding, the rejection. You understand? That's what you understanding, putting in the work. You see what I mean? A lot of dudes don't want to put in no work, so they never become the guy that women want. You see what I'm saying? And then what happens is that they end up wanting women. They become the guy that's trying to get the girls, but they haven't really covered the basis of being the type of dude who can actually, make shit happen. You see what I'm saying? And they're saying in the chat room, this my dude Costas, because Costas always talking some shit. Shout out to Costas. He said, if rejection makes you stronger, then why are guys who get rejected suffering from depression? You see what I'm saying? So, see, this is the thing. You can suffer from depression by a whole bunch of different reasons. You understand what I'm saying? So the thing is, the reason why certain dudes, they'll be depressed because they get rejected is because, again, like I said earlier, they're coming from an ego-based situation. You understand?
Right.
It's like this. It's like, yo, you got to understand why things are happening. And if you understand that rejection is happening because it's supposed to happen, then there's no reason to be upset. You understand what I'm saying? It's like this. If you in a house with one of your friends, and one of your friends brings their little kid over the house, and they're fucking running around and they knock shit over, right? And they break like a lamp or some shit, right? Now, at first, you may be upset. You'd be like, fuck, like this fucking little kid just broke my fucking lamp, right? But then what if your friend says, you know what? My bad, I forgot to tell you, my kid has some mental issues, so sometimes he runs around and he may knock shit down, right? Now, you may still not be happy that your lamp is broke, but now that you know different information about what happened or what is happening, it gives you a different perspective. You understand? Now you know that the lamp broke and he knocked it down. The reason why that happened is because it's supposed to happen, because that's what the kid is doing. That's what his mental state is. That's what's supposed to happen. He didn't just do it just to piss you off. You understand what I'm saying? So the same thing with rejection. Rejection is supposed to happen. You see what I'm saying?
But let me address you in the chat room though.
Right.
You can believe the hype if you want to, but depression is a condition that has nothing to do with outside forces. Depression is something that's inside people.
Exactly. Right.
So they're not suffering from depression because of rejection. One has nothing to do with the other. So please don't do that. You can't blame depression on rejection.
Right.
And for people who are doing that, you're lying to yourself. And I'm not saying this to make light of people's bouts of depression. I understand it's a serious issue. But if you understand depression, you understand that depression is a disease. So a person they could have just won the lottery, they could have just had a fucking
Exactly.
So depression has nothing to do with getting rejected by females.
Mm-hmm.
Try again.
Right. Because look how many rich, famous people are depressed, and end up committing suicide. And I'm sure that a lot of these rich, famous people that they didn't have no problem getting girls here and there, right? So
exactly.
So,
look at Wale. Look at Wale.
Right.
Award-winning rapper. Your best friend is Seinfeld, and you're still walking around depressed.
Exactly.
Give me a break.
Exactly.
Give me a fucking break. Look at Eminem. Eminem is one of the most successful musical artists and rappers in history.
Right.
And he deals with depression.
Exactly.
So try again.
That's what I'm saying.
The matter is, if you're suffering from depression, that's because you have depression. You have a disease. You have a condition that makes you depressed.
Right.
It has nothing to do with. I'm not saying, getting rejected by a girl is most likely not going to help your depression, obviously. And
right.
I understand that. But one has nothing to do directly with the other.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And on top of that, like you said, you have to understand what rejection is. Understand that it has nothing to do with you.
Mm-hmm.
And be proud. Be proud of the work you put in. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Be proud of the work you put in. Get your rejection numbers up. Every dude listening, if trying to get girls is your aim, if that's your goal, trust me, if you get your rejection numbers up, you will get your girl getting numbers up at the same time.
Exactly.
I guarantee it.
Exactly.
I guarantee it.
Exactly.
As long as you pay attention to what's happening, though, pay attention to what's going on. Don't just run around willy-nilly and don't take notes. Take notes and understand the situation. Understand different approaches. Understand different women. See your situation and what's happening. You understand? Be focused on turning those rejections into connections. But the point I'm trying to make is, it's more about the work you put in. And if you're not putting in any work, you can't blame anybody.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right. Real shit. So you guys getting a free Bad Boy show today. Remember, guys, go to patreon.com. Okay? I'm going to type it in the chat. Go to patreon.com/Mr. Locario so you can join the Patreon, so you can hear me and my dude Miles every Sunday. You know what I'm saying? Spitting that game. You feel me? You feel me? So shout out to all the people that's watching right now. We got 152 people live watching right now. You feel me? So shout out to all you guys out there. And remember, join the Patreon. Also, get this book, How to Have Sex with 2 Women a Day. Shout out to all the people who got the audio book in the past couple days. And also, you get the hard copy. I'm going to sign it for you, mail it out to you, or you can get the ebook. You feel what I'm saying? So, you got to get that shit popping. You feel what I'm saying?
Yo, let me get off here, man, and let these other cats pull in. But, yo, like I said, get your rejection numbers up, man.
Exactly. That's what's up.
Rejection numbers up. Put that work in, fellas.
All right, bro. I'm hollering at you, man.
And remember, this applies to everything, not just for getting chicks, bro.
Exactly.
You understand?
Exactly.
Remember that part. So,
exactly.
Yeah, man, everybody, have a good weekend. You know what I'm saying? And remember, cuffing season is around the corner. So
exactly. Hell yeah, cuffing season is popping off. We're going to be talking about cuffing season on the Bad Boy Show this Sunday. So, make sure you guys join the Patreon and tune in. You feel what I'm saying?
And for all that cats, young cats just coming in the game, I don't know what cuffing season is. They need to get on the Patreon, so we're going to go in depth to talk about it.
Exactly. Real shit. All right, bro. I'm hollering, bro.
Man, have a good show.
All right, peace.
All
right, let me see who else is on here. Yo, what's going on? Who's this?
Hey, what's up, Mr. Carnes? This is Randall. I used to live in New York, man. I called you a couple of times, but I hear what Miles is saying about rejection, man. If you're not getting rejected, that means you're not putting in the work.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, you have to approach a lot of girls and get rejected. But at the same time, though, for every rejection that you have, you learn something.
Exactly.
A good example is, I'm kind of practicing working on my game. So I moved from New York, and where I wasn't in the city like you. I was like out in the country, like suburbia. So I moved to Tampa, and boy, man, let me tell you, man, where I'm at right now, Ybor City, my boy told me to come up to him. Now I'm staying with him running downtown Tampa. Ybor City has bitches for days, man. I got there last Saturday. I saw nothing but bad bitches. It was like overwhelming.
Right.
But I'm trying to like consistently work on my game. One of the things I struggle with is if I have like one bad approach, it takes me out my psyche. Like my mentality is like all off. So I'll give you an example. Yesterday I went to the mall and I was just practicing. So what I would do is me and my boy went to the mall, and every time we saw a cute girl, we would just approach.
Right.
The first thing we went smooth. I use like indirect game. So quick example, I was getting earrings. So I asked the girl at the kiosk and said, hey, what earrings would you think would look good on me? All of a sudden, we're bantering back and forth, we're joking around. He picks out one group of earrings. I'm like, that's making me look like a transvestite. Got her laughing. Cool, close the deal. Went up to the next chick. The last chick I approached was a girl at the candy store. So I went up to her, and for some reason, when I said, hey, what's your name? She looked at me like I had like 5 heads. Like, she was almost looking at me like, why are you even talking to me?
Right.
So I tried to continue the interaction. I said, I just moved up here from New York. I'm new to the area. I'm just trying to meet new cool people. And she's still looking at me like I'm kind of like retarded. So then my dumb ass, I just try to calm down the situation. I said, oh, I just thought you were attractive. I wanted to come over to say hi to you. And she was like, okay. So then I just ended the interaction. But when I walked away, for some reason, I was like beating myself up, like almost like I did something wrong.
Right.
And that's the hard part.
Right, and see, that's the thing. Dudes got to stop doing that because, see, a lot of times I think what happens is guys make the situations that they're dealing with women more of a big deal than it is because, again, you're attaching it to your ego. So now you go up to this girl and you say, hey, how's it going? And she's looking at you all weird, and then you talking more, and she's still kind of like giving you that resistance there. So what's happening is you're like, damn, like what am I not doing right as to the reason why this is happening? You feel what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And then on top of that, and on top of that, on the flip side, you end up wanting to make it right or to turn it around because you don't want to leave the situation as it is at that moment. You feel what I'm saying? But see, a lot of things, there's certain things you can do in those situations to flip it around and do all this other stuff if you want. But a lot of times at the end of the day, if you're coming into the interaction, looking for it to be a certain way or for her to sort of give you that validation, that's where that feeling of oh, this is fucked up comes from. Because a lot of times is that you don't necessarily need to expect for every interaction to go exactly how you plan. So a lot of times if I'm going up to a chick and I talk to her and she's giving me that type of energy, you feel what I'm saying? Usually, depending on the mood I'm in, usually I'm good. I just keep that shit pushing. You see what I'm saying? So so and sometimes I even make fun of the chick for responding that way. You feel what I'm saying? So I've had chicks that do the same shit where I just come up to them on some regular shit like, yo, what's up, how you doing, whatever, and she give me this look or whatever. And I'm like, I'd be like, man, you look like all those other girls that don't know how to have a conversation with guys. Are you those type of girls? You them type of girls that don't know how to talk to guys? I'm just wondering, because, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm not making it to where, because this is what happened. A lot of these chicks, what happens is that you'll come up to them and then they'll sometimes do that as an ego boost for them. You see what I'm saying? So now when you're feeling weird and when you're feeling nervous because it's not going the way that you want it to go, they can sense that and they can see that. And then so now it's almost like now it's fun for them to play around with you that way. You see what I'm saying? Because now you're at this point trying to win her over. You see what I'm saying? So you see what I mean? So right. So the name of the game is you never want it to be where in any form or fashion, you're trying to win her over, you're trying to get her approval, or you're trying to make her like you. It should never be about that. Everything, see, this is the key. A lot of times, everything should be about you. You see what I'm saying? So even when I'm making fun of her, it's more so because I'm expecting or I'm looking for women to actually be cooperative to me. So if you're not cooperative to me, you must be one of those goofy ass chicks that don't know how to talk to guys. You feel what I'm saying? So you see what I mean? So I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm just being me and looking for what I'm trying to look for. It just happens that you are not really, you know what I'm saying, that type of chick.
That's more my ego than beating myself up. Like, damn. Like, I have to get her.
Right. And sometimes I just laugh the shit off. Like, I'll be talking to a chick and she'll, give me that energy. And I'll just be like, okay, I'll be laughing the shit off. And then I'll be like, you have a nice day. And I keep walking. You feel what I'm saying?
I got you.
Because it ain't no, you know what I'm saying? It's not a big deal. Because the thing is, you know, if a chick wants to make it happen in this situation, you know, she'll make it happen. But unfortunately, you have chicks who have their social skills aren't on point, and two, you have chicks that like to play around with dudes once they see that you're coming with that energy of like being nervous or feeling needy or feeling weak. You feel what I'm saying? And then that's the thing that they play off of. You see what I'm saying?
Well, let me ask you one more quick question then.
Yeah,
I guess that's the reason why where I moved, like I said, to Ybor City. So literally, when I leave my house, I walk down the street 2 blocks, and all the clubs and bars are all right over there. So it's perfect. My thing is, like, if I'm out and about, right, my boy tries to tell me, you know, don't have direct game. You should be indirect. You know what I'm saying? Because if you go in indirect, it's not like you're acting so thirsty. But I said, hey, you know, I'd rather get straight to the point. See if the girl's still me. If she's not even moving. So if I'm out at a bar, do you think it will be okay if I went to her and said something like, you know, I saw you at the bar, you kind of caught my attention, I think you're pretty cute, and then introduce myself, or you think that's too much?
No, you could do that. That's cool. See, there's no wrong way to, like, if you're going indirect or direct, there's no wrong or right way. You feel what I'm saying? It all depends on how you really want to do it. Because some guys will say, oh, well, don't go direct because it's, you know, you're too thirsty. Or some guys will say, well, don't do indirect because, you know, it's too much of you know, you're going to be taking too long, whatever the fuck it is. The thing is, all you really need to do is you need to, like, figure out what you're trying to do and then make that happen. However you want to make it happen, that's how you're going to make it happen. But the thing is, the girls who are going to be receptive to you, and see, each way has its pros and cons. That's the only difference about it. The pros with going direct is that you immediately know if the girl's feeling you or not. You understand? The con is that sometimes when you go direct, what happens is, and I also see this as a pro too, but you could see it as a con, is that when you go direct, it doesn't give the woman room to sort of play around with you, but then also the playing around with you, if you know how to work it right, can work in your favor to get her. You understand what I'm saying? So
I see what you mean.
Right. So that's that could be like the con of direct. And now the pros of indirect is that you're putting in less investment, so it's not necessarily too much she can reject you on. You understand what I'm saying? Because if I go up to a girl and I say to her, yo, you know, what's that you drinking or some shit? You understand? I'm not really like saying anything to her. Like, I'm not really trying to get with her. You understand? Because it's so let's say if I said, you know, because I see my boy do this a lot. He would go to a girl, he'd be like, yo, what you drinking? And if she give him a stink look, he'd be like, listen, I don't want you to think I'm trying to get with you. You're not my type. I'm just asking what you're drinking because it looks good and I might want to get one. You see what I'm saying? You see how he flipped it? So because he was indirect, it wasn't necessarily letting her know that he's trying to, you see what I'm saying? And then so now he can flip it and play around with it however he wants. You see what I'm saying? So again, no thing is more important than the other technically, but it's all dependent on how you want to do it to get to the point of what you're trying to do. You see what I'm saying? So that's what it is. Right. You see what I mean?
Yep. Thanks a lot, Locario. I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, bro. All right, I'm holler at you, man. All right, peace. Yeah, man. You guys can't be scared of these chicks, man. Don't be fucking scared of these women trying to. Oh man. Yo, what's going on? Who's this?
Yo, what up, Locario? This 70 plus.
What up, bro? What's poppin'?
Man, I had to catch your show, man, while I had a quick little break, man. Y'all talking about some very interesting topics on here again, man. Miles called in and set it off, man.
Yeah, man. What's going on with you, bro?
But, man, I'm chilling, man. Like he pretty much was saying, man, you kind of got to get your rejection numbers up, unfortunately. I mean, and I'm going to be fair and balanced. I can see how some guys that barely hop out the porch, or guys that probably did, and things are going bad. Now, don't get me wrong. Now, I can see what they saying about a lot of chicks. Like, damn, this is irritating. I don't feel like playing all the time, or I don't feel like talking to their goofy ass, you know what I'm saying, when I just want some ass and, you know, going through this, that, and the third. But unfortunately, you know what I'm saying, that's just, it just is what it is. You know, unfortunately, if you want to deal with them or mate with them or whatever the case may be, you know, you're just gonna have to do that.
Right.
Now, you know, only thing I can suggest to guys, man, like I have experience with, you know, over the years. That's how I got to, like, I recently smashed another one over here like a few days ago. But, you know, throughout my time, throughout my years of playing games with them and so on and so forth, I have notes to compare it to. That's the good thing about going out there and getting rejected and interacting with them. What you're able to do, you're able to learn certain body language. You're able to learn certain behavior patterns in certain females. So when you see that or you run across that on the next female, you're going to be like, okay, I know what this bitch doing. You know what I'm saying? I see this. I done seen this movie before. I know what she finna do. She finna do X, Y, and Z. And 9 times out of 10, you're right. Like, it's helped me to the point where I'm able to predict. I can tell within the first few seconds if she's playing games, if she's interested. Like, the way, like I said, like a while back, the way I got the system set up, I can tell, like me, I'm one of them, like, mode one, straightforward. I'm not an indirect, I'm more of a direct guy. Because of what you just got through speaking about. I like on-hand results. I like to know what I'm dealing with right then and there because I already know I'm talking to her because I'm trying to do X, Y, Z. Instead of me BSing around with you, I'm going to phrase my questions in a certain way. I'm going to make certain statements and do certain things that's going to make you give me the answer to what I'm looking for. She may not even consciously know she's giving me the correct answer. I can tell what the correct answer is even when she beat around the bush. But again, I wouldn't have learned that if I was just one of them guys with my arms folded on the porch like, man, I don't feel like dealing with the black women's attitude, and I don't feel like playing games with them. Look at it like, man, you got to go out there sometime to learn and compare notes. That's how you get your knowledge up. And now, you know, since I've done compare and contrast, like I said, I've been traveling. I got my passport. I've decided not to say I'm not going to holler at women over here in America. I compare some things, so now I've got to the point where I know, like, damn, I like women that play less games. I like women that are more feminine, that's not asking for nothing or whatever the case may be. Okay, so instead of putting so much stock into the sisters over here in America, I holler at them. Fuck them bitches. When next time I go back on vacation, I'm going to load up on chicks over there because the same way I holler at women over here when I'm dressed nice, smelling good, hey, when you go on a plane, go out the country, you take that same swagger, same style overseas to some of these better looking in shape sisters, some of them appreciate it. And you know what I'm saying? If you have experience talking to women here, man, you would do excellent over there. But if you act goofy over here with women, you're gonna go over there and act goofy too, and they're gonna eventually pick up on it, and then they're gonna play you. So you still want to go ahead and get your foot wet with the experience over here. If anything, like you said before, at least it'll give you something to compare, and it'll give you a reason to say, damn, I appreciate the women that don't play games or they upfront about sex or whatever it is, because back home or wherever else I'm dealing with women, it's so many of them that bullshit around, so now I got something to appreciate. Like, for example, like, I'm sure, like, you said your wife is Caucasian, right? Okay, so before you met, I'm sure you met a number of black women in other races before you got with her, right? Okay, so what you pretty much did was, you did a compare and contrast. You know, you took your game to a lot of sisters, you took your game to certain other white women or whoever else, and you was able to narrow down what styles who's more cooperative to your style or who you are as a man. And you know, you didn't have to do so much hard work. When you was interacting with the next woman and the next woman, you was able to hear certain things and look at certain things and be like, okay, I already tell this bitch a no-go, so instead of me figuring it out on day 2, I'm going to strike this bitch out right now. Let me go ahead and get out the way right now. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't able to waste no time. You already, you know, saw what you needed, so you was able to narrow things down. And then look at the situation. You even came to the conclusion. You said, God damn it, it's a white woman. It ain't even none of these sisters. Sometimes you got to be like that. It may not even be a woman here in America. It might be a woman across the water. It might be a white woman, whoever. But get out there and get those notes in. So at least you can compare attitudes, behavior patterns, cooperation. So then you can look at it and be like, okay, I know what I like in a woman. I know what I don't like. I know who cooperates with me more. I know who cooperates with me less. I'm going to say fuck who don't cooperate. And 9 times out of 10, I'm always going to choose who cooperate. What you got to say about that, Locario?
Nah, real shit. Look, Amina just popped in here all late and shit.
I'm not ready.
Sweaty. Real shit though. Real shit. Nah, because the thing is like what you were saying is that you got to get out there and be able to experience, and this is what I was talking about earlier, so that you can compare. You feel what I'm saying? So what happens is that a lot of dudes, the reason why they're not really getting shit going or they not getting shit popping is because they don't have enough experience to be able to say, okay, what do I like and what don't I like? Because even a lot of guys, they'll say, look, I want to get a girlfriend, I want to get a wife, or whatever the hell it is. They might want to have a long-term relationship with a chick or whatever. Now, a lot of times, it's going to be harder for you to be able to really hone in on what's really popping or what you really want if you ain't got that experience. And if you scared of rejection or you scared to really get out there, right, you're never going to get the experience in order to get the right type of chick for you. And on top of that, when you do get the right type of chick for you, you want to be able to keep her. Now, how do you keep her? You have to have experience dealing with women. You see what I'm saying? The same way, like if you was in a trying to get a job, right? In order for you to get that job, you have a resume. The resume says, look, I did this, so I know how to do this new job I'm trying to get. So in order for you to keep that job, you got to know what you're doing. The reason why you know what you're doing is because you got the resume that shows that you know what you're doing. So the same thing happens when you're dealing with chicks. A lot of guys, they're so scared of rejection, they don't get nowhere. Then when they don't get nowhere, they're upset they're not getting shit going. Now, if they actually went out and did, pull through the rejections, get a girl or get a few girls, make shit happen, then, shit will go down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, because that's what I was trying to tell them, man. Like, me, I looked at it like, okay, I ain't gonna lie. Like, when I started going out the country and stuff like that, I was already... But see, I at least had the experience of hollering at women over here.
Right.
I wasn't one of them dudes who just watched everybody else do it, and I looked at the women's attitudes with everybody else and said, you know what, they fucked up. I'm just going to go straight overseas. Because I'm asking, like, how you can do that, but you can't, how you going to leave from over here? You won't even talk to women over here that speak your language better. How you going to leave here and hop over there and just be the man if you won't even talk to beautiful women over there? You skip their beauty over here. The women overseas look 10 times better than the women over here. So if you intimidated by how they look over here, you're going to behave the same way over there. If you got that goofy, I ain't talking to them, man. She got to show me a sign or something, or otherwise I'm not speaking. Right. You're going to carry that same mentality over there. The only thing you're going to do is go over there and be dealing with prostitutes. You're not going to be dealing with straightforward, up and down the street women that on some, hey, and how you doing?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Something that you can really just deal with in your backyard if you just want to deal with hookers or whatever. But my thing is, like I said, like that helped me out hollering at the women over here because I was able to compare notes. I see the games that they play, and this will help y'all even more.
Talking like this nonstop, this is clearly the reason.
You came late, Amina. Amina, you late. You came late. You can't say nothing right now. You can't.
That's MTA. They're bugging. But if you're talking on and on like that, I can tell you why you're having problems right now.
Nah, he don't got no problems. That's the man right there. She don't know who she's talking to.
No, sister, I don't have none. I want her to tell
go in on her. You got going on Amina. Go ahead.
Go in on me, Amina.
Now you got to go in on Amina because Amina came in trying to play games. You feel me?
No, I want to know why I got problems, though. I'm trying to figure out what the problems, why I got them.
I don't know. Like, you were just rambling. I couldn't even tell you what you were just talking about.
Well, how you know I got problems if you can tell what I'm talking about?
Because you're just talking nonstop. You're not giving nobody a chance to interject. It's not a flow. It's just you talking.
Oh, Amina trying to play you, son.
How did that point out my problem, though?
What I'm saying is that women like conversation. We like banter. You know what I mean? We don't just want to just hear a lecture.
Hey, now, if you wanted a little bit more time with the professor, all you had to do was raise your hand now.
You're supposed to pause naturally, though, within the conversation and allow for the response to happen.
We flowing naturally now, so what's up, sweetheart?
What's up? What's up, guys? What's happening in the chat room?
Everybody chilling.
I can't tell you what's going on in the chat room. I'm having this conversation with you.
So today,
back to what I was speaking about. Man, fellas, like I said, conquer over here. Get your conversation skills together over here. Stop being afraid of it. Then go out there and compare notes.
Exactly. That's what it is. And that's a shout out to my dude, 70 plus dude, always giving that good game. You know, Amina trying to come in here late. You gotta wait. Let me tell you guys something about Amina.
Did you pay for my cab
Let me tell you guys something about Amina. Amina, this is why I like when Amina's on, because Amina it shows you how ridiculous a woman can get, and sometimes you gotta tell these chicks, look, chill the fuck out. You feel what I'm saying? Because
Hey, but did y'all notice how quick I came back? I had a quick comeback. Like, that's good too. Y'all can practice y'all witty skills. So you know what, Locario, they need to call in and practice talking to her so they can, when they get out there, man, to get in the field, they can know what's up.
Exactly. Real shit. But yo, let me get a few more of these calls in before we get up out of here. All right, I'm out at you, bro. All right, peace. All right. But yeah, Mina, what's going on with you though?
Hey guys, I have a new song out called Cotton Candy. So that's why my hair looks like this.
Wait, where they get the song at though?
On iTunes, on YouTube. I'm dropping a music video pretty soon, so
alright.
Just follow me. Stay ready.
Alright.
Stay ready.
So what's up? Who's calling?
They done let a real play on the Bad Boy Show.
Alright, who it is?
Man, this is cool from North Carolina, man. What's going on, Lo?
What's poppin'? What's going on with you?
I'm chilling. How you doing, Amina?
I'm good. What's going on with you, bro?
No, I said how you doing, Amina.
Oh, Amina.
I'm okay. How are you?
You're
What's
okay.
up?
Why just okay? Are you, has life been, not to your standard?
Yeah, honestly, I'm really sick of New York. Like, it took me 2 hours to get here because the MTA just fucking sucks.
Damn, you love Locario that much? You would travel 2 hours to go and see him?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm supposed to be in Brooklyn later today, so I figured I should just.
She don't care about me. She just came to promote her music.
No.
Go ahead. Where they can get it at again?
I was like,
where they can get it at again?
Just come and say hi, because he always comes over, and I should just come say hi, because I'm already gonna be here anyways.
Right. Okay, well, yeah, that's cool. But yeah, with me and shit.
So what's poppin' with you, bro?
Yeah, man, everything's been crazy lately, man. Like, man, I've been, for lack of a better term, I've been very bold one lately. Can you hear me?
No, go ahead again. It was like some loud shit outside, but go ahead.
Yeah, I saw that. I heard it. But yeah. So basically, I've been very mode one lately, and that's been very helpful. Like, I feel like I can turn it on and off at this point. So,
right.
That's good, but it's also I feel like this is a family, like the Bad Boys community. I can be honest, it's got me in a little bit of trouble.
Mm-hmm.
So, and the crazy part about it is, like, I didn't even do shit. So, like, it's like this tanning salon that I go to. Nobody in the chat room trying to troll me for that, but I go to this tanning place because there's a lot of bad bitches in my area, and I go there, to meet up with the chicks. So I'm there. And one of the girls, I went to high school. Well, I didn't go to high school with her. I went to a rival high school of hers. So, we got into, like, friendly conversation about that, blah, blah, blah. And outside of my job, I work right across the street from her. That's why it's so convenient. Like, I work at, like, a car dealership, and she works at, like, a animal.
Well, what did you get in, how did you being straightforward with a chick get you in trouble? Like, what's going on?
Yeah. Well, basically, like, it's not even I was being straightforward. It's like I was just talking to her, but I threw in like my little tricks and shit like that. Like, oh fuck, damn. I'm not even gonna get into that. I'm gonna get into something completely different because it's a long.
Not get into it. Just tell me what did you say to the chick, and why you think it ain't working? Like, what's going on?
No, that's the thing. I didn't say it. Like, this girl in particular is married, and like I found that out later on. But like.
Okay, so she's married.
Like no dating
shit. So wait, so she's married, and you asked her what you was trying to get her to smash. What's going on?
No. See, that's the thing, Lo. Like, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, I was just like really cool with this bitch. I'm saying like the MGTOW movement and like chicks, the Me Too shit. Like, I feel like I'm a victim of that. Like, this bitch tried to say that I was stalking her, but I never asked her for a number. I never came on to her. I never told her she was attractive. I was just cool and friendly. But what I'm saying is, like, I feel like this movement and the change in society kind of got me fucked up because I'm very confident in who I am nowadays. This bitch said that she felt uncomfortable around me and that I was, aggressive and that, I work across the street from her. And she claimed that, one day I was eating lunch in my car and I see her come outside to her car and I stick my head out the window. We work right across the street from each other and I said hello. And she put that on the report too, saying that I was stalking her white ass.
Well then listen, man. Just look. Just stay far away from her, and that's that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, now she's crazy, and that's it. Like, dude, you understand? Some chicks are crazy, B.
Some people are really crazy, but I mean, honestly, the Me Too thing isn't because people are crazy. Honestly, a lot of women have been raped and assaulted. It's actually an epidemic in the world. It always has been, but some women are crazy and will definitely try to use that against you.
Right.
But you can't go around thinking that all girls are going to do that. And whatever you think about the most, you're going to attract. But most girls don't do that. There's not an incentive to do it unless you're like Kobe Bryant or some shit. You know what I mean? Like, if you're balling, yeah, girls might try to do shit like that, but, like, otherwise, don't worry about it. Don't live your life thinking every girl's gonna do that, because that's just not the case.
Real talk.
I know. Hey, Lo. And that brings me to point two. So right after that happened, the next week, I enrolled into my college, and I moved into the student apartments and everything. And so I'm at all the college parties like a week later. And instead of letting all that shit get me down, like, I'm at all the places, I'm fresh out of, my 2-year college, I'm around like a lot of chicks now, and I'm getting like 6 numbers a day. I'm like, damn, so I'm not like a creepy ass stalker after all, like these chicks do like me, so like, what I'm saying is don't let these chicks get your self-confidence down, because I don't know what they get out of that. Like, especially nowadays, but like these chicks.
See, Amina liked to curve dudes. So what do you get out of curving all these dudes, Amina?
It's not that I like to curve dudes.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't like to do it. I actually wish that, you know what I mean, more guys with my standards were stepping up to the plate.
Oh, please, shut up.
But I will say that.
What's your standards, though?
The highest bidder, I feel, at this point.
The highest bidder? What you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean by highest bidder?
The highest bidder in my life is.
Like what? What do you mean by bidder? Like the money?
I mean, total package, not just money.
Okay.
But that is a factor in the package.
So you said total package. I'm glad that you said that in particular phrase. Okay, now I'm 6'4", right, and I weigh 190 pounds, and I have 7% body fat. And if I say so myself, I'm a pretty nice-looking dude. So
7% though at 6'4".
The rules change. Like, the rules should change automatically whenever I come with that. Like, off the rip. Or at least that's what I've been telling myself my whole life.
Looks aren't enough. It's very nice. I mean, that's great. That's cool. 6'4", 190. Yeah, you're lean for sure. But, like, that's just 1/3 of it. It's not the whole thing. Now, just for sex, yeah, that's dope. I mean, you can definitely get mad girls just to hook up with. But anything more, you can't build a relationship off looks alone.
Unless we're gonna model together.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, like that's a great body. That sounds cool. That's like an international size. Like, that's not too big, not too small. But like, for anything more, you're gonna have to bring more to the table than just how you look.
Right.
Yeah, and another thing, like me, like my mom is like an African American woman. She's like 5'4". It's weird talking about my mom like this, but she's built nice. And I saw old pictures. She was shaped very well back in her heyday.
Right.
So me being skinny, and liking thick, healthy women such as Amina, I have to come at them with this unwavering confidence, and that's kind of where that comes from. It's like I can't come at a thick chick that I know gets hit on at least 50 pounds a day the same way I'm going to come up to some Kappa Delta on my college campus,
Say that again. What you said?
Why are we talking about this?
What do you say? I'm like, I missed out on the whole fucking thing. Hold on, there's too many fans for you.
Here.
I know it's mad low in here. I know I need a speaker because
yeah.
it's like mad low on the phones and shit. You feel what I'm saying? But
Oh, my fault.
Oh no, you good. But hold on, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna let you go in. I'm gonna let you go in a second because I gotta get some of these chat room people because they trying to ask me a million fucking questions. So I'm gonna let you go in a second. All right. So I appreciate the call, bro. All right. So what I'm gonna do is. Oh, I cut him off by mistake. My bad, bro. I didn't mean to cut you off, but I had to cut you off because I want to get some of these people in the chat room because they talking all this shit. So I gotta get So Amina,
what?
Because people in the chat room is they asking about you. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm glad you're here because you be talking all this shit.
I do.
So and the reason why I like Amina because Amina's difficult, and so a lot of women that you deal with is gonna be as difficult as her. You feel what I'm saying?
I'm difficult.
You're difficult as hell. Yes, you are.
Why?
You are difficult unless you tap into the shit with this woman. But a lot of chicks, they're gonna be on that like very resistant stuff because I like chicks that cooperate. I like chicks that do what I say. You feel what I'm saying? That I say, hey, this is it, and you do it, and that's that, without a whole bunch of questioning and a whole bunch of back and forth and a whole bunch of this. You know what I'm saying? He said they need to train Amina. Hilarious. But
Train with me. Yeah, son, you do. But yeah, you guys, just make sure you stay tuned. Cotton Candy's out. It's on SoundCloud. You can find me on SoundCloud. But get ready for that music video.
Wait, didn't you have a music video out?
Yeah, I have Bubblegum out. I need
okay,
you guys
that's the
to,
one. Bubblegum joint. Yeah.
I make music. I've been doing it since I was a kid.
So where they can find the Bubblegum video?
On YouTube.
So just
Support
type in
me.
Bubblegum and Amina Zena?
Yes, or you can send me money, PayPal, whatever you want.
Wait, is that the video where you had a bunch of
guys? Yeah.
Nah, we ain't trying to see.
You don't like my music? Then you can leave this chat right now.
Oh man.
What's my height, weight? I'm 5'6", like 205.
They said, are you twerking in the video?
I could.
Oh God, we don't need to see Amina Zena twerking.
No, I'm not going to. I'm not going to.
Amina, you got the sweats on today, but anyway.
I do.
But yeah, let me get some of the chat room people real quick, because I feel like there's a lot of people in the chat room. We don't get to see what y'all questions is or whatever. But I'm gonna open up the phone lines again in a few minutes. You feel what I'm saying? But it's kind of hard to hear with all these damn fans. But it's so fucking hot.
What is today's topic?
We talking about rejection and why it's good. You feel what I'm saying?
Oh, rejection is good.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it forces you to get you gotta level it up.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Because if you're getting rejected, something's gotta change, and usually if you change something, it's gonna make you better anyways.
Right.
So
wait, so Amina, how many dudes did you reject this week?
Probably like 1,000. No, I don't know.
So
Depends on what you mean by rejection.
Like, you know, they try to holler, they try to get with you, go on a date, and you was like, chill. You ain't really trying to fuck with them like that.
I don't think that many guys in New York are serious, though.
Oh, please.
Because I think here, honestly, I think that a lot of times, too, demographics have things to do with, like, the dating scene.
Right.
I think there's more females in New York than males, so guys don't act right here.
You don't act right?
So all my options right now are mostly not even in New York.
Okay.
You gotta have some overseas. You gotta have some another state. You gotta have.
Hey, Costas, you said how tall? I'm 5'11". You said I look like I'm 6'. I'm 5'11". Amina, how old are you? How old are you? 28? They say you 28.
Why do you need to know how old I am?
Because that's important.
Rude.
That's important.
Why is it important?
Because then we know what you most likely are going to be about. You see what I'm saying?
No.
Because women in their 20s are usually like fun.
I'm in my 20s.
Right? Usually in their 20s they're fun. Then when they get to their 30s, that's when they get to the I need to find a husband ASAP. And then when they get to their 40s, it's like fuck all of that shit. You feel what I'm saying? So that's like usually the joint. They said you believe in marriage.
I'm 35. No, I'm not actually. You guys are just trying to make me upset and mad.
Oh man.
And that doesn't work. You just want a reaction. That's not going to get you.
It's a women always try to pretend like aging is avoidable. Hilarious.
Well, you know what? It is. If you use the right skincare products, you work out, you drink water, you stay stress free. Okay. And I'm black, so I'm not gonna crack.
He said, what's your number count?
0.
Please. Is it Amina Zena?
I'm selling my virginity on eBay.
Amina Zena, your count is super low, right? Isn't it like 2 guys or some shit?
We're not talking about my personal details.
Why not?
I'm just here.
We trying to help these guys learn. You feel what I'm saying?
What does that have to do? You know what I mean? There's a lot of other girls that'll tell you their body count.
I know, but we trying to learn here. This is a learning experience. But see, this is what you learn. A lot of girls don't want to tell you their body count. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why is because too many dudes are judgmental. You feel what I'm saying? See this? Let me tell you guys this. Let me tell you guys a secret.
No, let me tell y'all.
Let me tell you guys a secret, okay?
Ooh,
let me tell you guys a secret. If you want more sex, you have to embrace whoredom. You feel what I'm saying? Meaning, stop talking all that shit about, we don't love these hoes. You gotta love the hoes. You feel what I'm saying? You got to love hoes if you want to have a lot of sex.
You can't be out here like condemning women for sex, but then demanding it.
Right, it don't make sense.
It doesn't work.
You see what I'm saying?
It kills vibe. We can tell if you're like that.
So you can't say, listen, man, I don't, I can't fuck with no chick if she's fucking a whole bunch of dudes, and then say, I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like it don't make sense. So you gotta embrace the whole shit. You got to.
The good and the bad.
You feel what I'm
and
saying?
Why are you so self-conscious about that?
You know what it is. You know what it is.
For those of y'all talking shit about my hair, this is my natural hair. Okay.
That's your natural joint.
That's my natural hair. I mean, I know it's blurry, but you can go to my Instagram.
Oh, you got your shit.
My battery's low. You can help me charge.
But this is the thing though. A lot of dudes, he said whole show love. See, a lot of dudes, what it is that it's their ego that's making them scared to like really fuck with a chick who been with a whole bunch of dudes. Also, because look, this is the thing. A lot of guys think that if you deal with a woman who had a whole bunch of guys, that it's gonna be hard to like bond with her. You feel what I'm saying? So they say that, well, if she's fucking a whole bunch of dudes, then it's gonna be hard to like, you know, like get her to like cooperate with you, and which is nonsense. But you know, this is what I'm saying. So if you guys want more sex, you gotta get off this like, you know, I don't love these hoes stuff. You feel what I'm saying?
You gotta go with the flow. You gotta appreciate people for who they are, and you gotta be in the moment. Most importantly,
right?
Y'all say I'm too picky. I'm not too picky.
What's your Instagram?
Amina Zena @Amina Zena. Everything online is @Amina Zena. Everything I do, because that's my real name. It's my business name. It's my DJ name. It's my fitness name. It's my Mr. Locario name.
Is that, are you single?
I feel like that's a loaded question.
Oh God, just yes or no. Yes or no. You see, you're gonna learn a lot from dealing with this one, because she's very good at deflecting.
Somebody recently asked me to be their girlfriend. That's all I'm gonna say.
Really? And then what happened? You was like no?
It's not. I didn't say no. So, I pretty much said like we can work towards that.
Oh God.
And we pretty much will be working towards that.
Oh my God. See, this is guys.
It's my choice.
Guys, I want you to pay close attention, not to what's being said, but what's happening.
I don't want to put my business out there. I want you to
pay close attention. But see, that's the thing. Women never want to put their business out there, even when they're talking to you one-on-one. Like they don't want to do it.
No, but here's the thing. Like I will be 100% faithful and committed to one person. That's how I am. But until you give me a reason to cut everything off, right?
Well, that's what happens anyway. When you fucking around, you fucking around.
Who says I'm fucking around?
You fucking around. Come on.
I'm not fucking around.
You may not be fucking around sexually. You understand? And I believe you are fucking around sexually. But you may not be fucking around sexually, but you're fucking around. You feel what I'm saying? All women fuck around. You can't help it.
Basically, okay, at the end of the day, if somebody, like I said, has things that I like and I like them and it's mutual, you know?
Right.
I'll just say that I just don't want this person to watch this video and then he's going to think stuff. So, I'm just... No,
but this is what I'm saying. Chicks are always fucking around. Either it's sexually, either it's they're emotionally,
usually,
or just for attention. They fuck, because I'm sure Amina Zena got like 20 guys in her DMs right now. You feel what I'm saying? Just back and forth heavy. You feel what I mean? So it's
not
crazy.
Too many. I would say 20. I don't have time for all that.
Right. Nah, but it's happening. It's happening. So he wants to know about the highest bidder comment, because you talking all that highest bidder shit.
Yeah. So basically, I feel like this is how it goes. This is how a female sees dating, right? Y'all usually just want to have sex, and we usually want to have relationships. So we're trying to figure that out. And we just sit back and we let you approach, and we just look at all the guys that get in the line, and we just look and we say, that's the highest bidder. You know what I mean? 20,000. Anybody going for 20,000?
So you basically saying you're looking for the top guy.
The top guy.
The top guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you pick.
Okay.
That's how I go about it. And I'm telling you, I think I found...
So you think you found the top guy? Okay. All right, I'm going to take calls in 5 more minutes. So the caller number 646.
I mean, there's still... The auction's not closed, but nobody is... We're going like 3, 2... Like, unless somebody really makes a move... I'm about to be off the market pretty soon.
Oh, please. No woman is ever off the market.
Oh, this would be off the market.
Let me tell you guys that.
Yeah.
Let me tell you. Humble Wolf, what's your first 3 digits of your phone number, so I know it's you calling in. But no woman is off the market, meaning that even when she's off the market, there could be a guy. What happened? Oh, no,
Why
you're
is your
good.
wife right
Yeah,
here?
you're good.
Yeah, like you're talking about.
No. Listen. No woman is off the market. Hold on. I'm going to answer calls in a second. Don't worry. We're going to answer calls in a second. In 1 second.
Patience. You see, this is the type of stuff that gets us annoyed. Y'all
Hold on.
thirsty. This is harassment. You see what I'm saying? Like,
So it's
we
harassment.
told
Shut
you,
up.
like,
Shut up.
chill.
Shut up.
Like,
No. Listen. What I was saying real quick is that no woman is off the market, right? And what I'm saying here is the reason why they're not off the market is because at any moment you can get any chick, no matter if she's single, has a boyfriend, is engaged, is married, a feminist, none of that. It don't matter what's going on. See, every woman has her price. And when I say price, I'm not necessarily talking about money. I'm meaning that she has, a point where she'll actually want to fuck with you even though she feels like she shouldn't. You see what I'm saying? Because no matter what a person says, not even just strictly off of women, no matter what a person says, right? Their emotions and how they feel will override what they say or the logic in it. You see what I'm saying? So logistically, a person saying, well, the girl saying I got a boyfriend, I shouldn't have sex with this guy, or I shouldn't make out with this guy. But her feelings are saying, fuck that. You feel what I mean? Like, we about to go and do this. So anyone could, make it happen. You see what I'm saying? Anybody could make it happen. And so, even if a chick is like, I don't recommend dealing with girls who got boyfriends because a lot of dudes are simps.
Here, look, can I just say something too?
No.
Right, this is advanced stuff. Maybe in some ways you're right. Maybe if you have good game, you can do this. But can we just talk about the basics?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You're talking about you're moving on to girlfriend number 2 and 3. We need to get girlfriend number 1 established, Mr. Locario.
What are you talking about?
You over here talking about you can get any girl, even if she's off the market.
No, you can't.
But, like, this isn't even the topic. We're talking about rejection. And no, once I'm off the market, nobody can get to me.
Oh, no, they can.
No, they can't.
They can.
How so?
They can. Because this is what I'm saying. Again,
If he
this is
has
what I'm
all my
saying.
standards and requirements, what would I go looking for?
No. This is what I'm saying. It's not about what you're looking for. This is what you got to say. Women live in the moment. Women are about their emotions in the moment. Right? So at this moment, you be like, oh, I'm so in love with my boyfriend, yada, yada, yada. And let's say you and your boyfriend get into an argument and you leave the house and go out with your girlfriends and you meet some other guy and he's all up in there doing what he's doing, he could get you that night. You see what I'm saying? Because at that moment, you're feeling a certain type of way about him because of your emotions.
But some people can control their emotions better.
Yes, and they call those people men. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Well, some men, because there's a lot of bitch ass men out there at this point in junction.
Yeah.
Truthfully, the real talk. There's a lot of bitch ass dudes out there. You know what I'm saying?
What is this hat? Is this Porks?
Yeah, this is that some other shit. You don't know about this.
Yo.
But yeah, that's the thing. So women are always gonna go based off of how they feel at any moment. This is why, if you guys notice, you ever notice you get a girl's number, and literally you could text her the next day and she won't respond? Why is that? Because when you got her number, she was feeling you, and then 24 hours happened and some other shit went down. Her girlfriend called her and told her some shit. She got into some shit at work. Her ex called, whatever.
Maybe what it is that everybody just has a team forever. Everybody has like their main, and then everybody has a couple of things on the side.
Really? So you got some things on the side right now?
No, I told you. I pretty much I'm on that like let's get married and not talk to anybody else right now vibe. I'm on that. I'm not on that let's fuck around and have mad like guys vibe right now.
Crazy. All right,
I told
listen.
you. It's a 3, 2, 1. Amina's wifed up, and y'all be jealous. Y'all be mad. And
All right, so I'm
you.
gonna take some calls real quick right now. Hold on.
What y'all gonna do? Who's gonna step up to the plate?
Step up to the plate and what? And take you off the market?
And be my fucking man.
Please.
I'm tired of these little ass boys trying to be men.
Listen, if you're gonna get with a chick like Amina, Amina's what I call a grab by the neck woman. You understand what I'm saying?
No, I don't.
These are the women that you gotta grab by the neck and be like, yo, chill the fuck out.
Would. Oh, I wish you
No.
would. Ooh,
Yo, what's going on? Yo.
I'm calling for Amina. Yeah, I'm calling for Amina.
Oh shit, this game like he said I'm calling for me.
Yes, scoot over.
Yo.
This is a one-on-one call.
Oh please.
Get off the camera.
Alright, what's going on?
Hey, Amina, speaking to the phone, I can't really hear you that well, but basically, yeah, we about to make this happen.
You say we're gonna make a what?
We're gonna make this happen?
I said, basically, we about to make this happen. See, I'm dark skinned, you light skinned. I want to have little hazelnut looking babies.
Okay. Where do you live?
I'm from Cali, but right now I'm in Jersey.
You're in Jersey? I don't know.
I'm in Jersey.
Jersey.
What's wrong with Jersey?
It's not my favorite place.
No, but you see, the thing is, I already got a blueprint lined up for us, all right? See, we're going to get your body A1. I'm a personal trainer. That's how I make my living. We're going to get your body A1. We're going to put you on a magazine, and we're going to make millions. How does that sound?
Sounds okay. But honestly, I don't want to be known for my body. I want to be known for who I am.
Yeah,
guess I'm in my teeth.
Comes with it. That all comes with it. The most famous person in the world right now is a model that was first known for her body. Then she did the other stuff. Kim Kardashian. Am I lying?
I don't know if I want to be famous like that, though. I don't want people stalking me. That doesn't sound fun.
That's where security comes in. See, that's where security comes in. We'll have
What y'all talking about?
6 foot
He's
6,
trying to say he wants to make me famous. I said I don't want to be on that level of fame because I don't want to get stalked.
Wait, what?
I don't want to have a security guard. I just want to have a good life.
So wait, so what's happening here? Are you guys gonna exchange DMs and do all that shit in the background? What's popping?
I mean, yeah, you can follow me on Twitter. You know, Twitter is where I'm most known at.
So Amina, what's good? You gonna holler at your boy?
I mean,
Actually, I tell you what, your DMs is open. I can see that right now. Your DMs are open. I'm gonna slide in your DMs in about 15 minutes. So at
okay.
5:15 on the dot, just look for a DM.
All right, so Amina, you gonna have to get back to him.
Okay, what's your Instagram?
I'm not on Instagram like that, but it's see, I don't even want to say it.
What is it? Everybody's not like, you talking about you don't want to say how you supposed to be? Y'all supposed to be getting shit popping, and you want to say Instagram?
Because I'm gonna slide in her DMs. I'm gonna slide in her DMs at a certain time. We're gonna do this like the CIA.
See, y'all be trying to be too cool, man. Just y'all gotta get to the point.
I need
sometimes.
a guy. See, this guy, he's like thirsty for me. I like that. He's like, I want you to be my girlfriend. You're like so hot, and I'm like, okay,
wait,
cool.
he said that?
No, the right guys say stuff like that to me.
No, they don't. No,
yes,
they're not the right guys. Are they? Are you their boy? Are you their girlfriend?
Let's.
No. Are you their girlfriend though?
I'm gonna.
Hold on. Are you their girlfriend though?
I'm gonna let you determine that based off the text.
No. You see. This is what I'm saying to you guys. You see what I'm saying to you guys. You gotta pay attention to what's going on. You feel what I'm saying? She said the guy she likes tells her that they love her, they want to be her boyfriend, and all this other shit. He said this. I'm reading some text in her text, and the guy says, "Can you be my girlfriend?"
Yeah. Okay, and that's enough.
No, but notice. Hold on. Notice. She's not their girlfriend.
I didn't say no. I said yes.
No, you didn't say yes.
I said.
Let me see.
I said,
let me see.
LOL. Okay.
No, she ain't. That's what I'm talking about.
But I'm going to be. I am.
She's playing games.
Mine.
She's playing games.
No, that's mine.
Listen.
That's mine.
Listen. Let me tell you guys something. Let me tell you guys something.
What?
These chicks are they if you are out here professing your love and trying to chase them, it's not gonna work.
That's not true because I like this guy and we're together now.
Y'all ain't together.
Yes, we are.
You online talking about you need a man? What you
no, I don't because I just said I'm off the market.
We gotta agree. It depends on social status and social proof too. You know, like if it's a doctor and it's a confirmed doctor in her eyes, you know, she might view it different than like some bum, you know, saying the same thing.
Yeah, this is a confirmed, like, I'm telling you, like, I'm off the market, pretty much.
She's
like, this
fucking
is it.
lying, guys.
Why are you even lying, though? Like, I've never said this before. When have I ever come on here and said this shit? Never, not once.
Hey, Lo, I got one request while I'm here since Amina's trying to steal the spotlight again. All right, I got one answer from you that I want to get.
Wow.
All right. So, in a college town like I am right now, I'm a sophomore. So, in a college town, what's like the go-to strategy? Just put on some Nike shorts, a white tee, a gold chain, get a haircut, put on some nice shoes, go to Walmart and just bag a chick? Like, what's the recipe for you? What do you think I should be taking advantage of while I'm in a big university?
How old are you?
Wait.
Did you get any of that?
No, I heard
How
you.
old are you,
How old
sir?
are you, though?
20.
20. Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right, listen. You ain't got if you in the college situation and you live on campus.
Yeah.
Right. So all you need to do is figure out what's going on campus and talk to all the girls on campus.
That's it.
Like everything you need is there. I always tell guys, if you're in college is going to be the highest concentration of women you will ever have in the history of whatever the fuck you're doing. If you living on campus, you understand what I'm saying? Ever.
Yeah.
So
you don't sound 20, bro.
So they say you sound like you're 30.
Yeah,
so
I was
listen,
thinking that, but
there's women all over the place, and especially in college, they trying to get down. So all you need to do is literally approach these chicks, talk to them, and invite them to your dorm room. That's it. Be like, listen, what's up?
Sometimes there's politics because college is just like high school. Everybody's trying to fuck the same people, so I just gotta keep bettering myself.
What's your goal? Do you want a girlfriend? Or are you just trying to smash?
Like, he's just trying to smash.
Man, I want to smash all the chicks on the volleyball team, on the softball team.
Right. So this is what you do.
Go to the bars, talk to them.
So this is what I'm saying. This is what you do.
But don't lie. Don't say you want to be their boyfriend.
Right. But this is what you do.
That.
This is what you do. All you need to do, right, is one, talk to as many women on the campus or whatever, get to know who's who, what's what, and then also become friends and cool with people. See, this is the problem. See, you want to be known as, like, if you're trying to fuck a whole bunch of girls, you need to be known as the guy who's fucking all the girls. You understand? The problem that dudes get is that they try to hide that they're the guy that's fucking all the girls. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So now, but this is the difference. You don't want to be the guy that's trying to fuck all the girls. You actually want to be the guy that's fucking all the girls. There's a difference. You see what I'm saying? Right.
Okay.
So the thing is that you have to be able to, one, do it on your own, meaning like meet different girls on your own while you're in the hallways, going through classes and all that other shit, but also become friends with people, join some groups in your school so that you have a social circle. You see what I'm saying? Because both ways, what you're going to do is, one, if you're doing it on your own, you're able to just talk to whoever you want to at different points. But if you have the social circle, that social circle will get you more chicks. So let's say you part of like some club or whatever like that, and let's say you're part of a few, and then you know the people in the club, those people know other people, you feel what I'm saying? And on top of that, you're known as the guy who's fucking all the girls. Guess what's going to happen? Those girls who you're not fucking are going to want to fuck you because you're the guy who fucks all the girls. So if you're the guy who fucks all the girls and this person is a girl and she hasn't gotten fucked by you, she's going to wonder why you don't want to fuck her. You understand what I'm saying?
Wow.
You see what I mean?
Let me intervene with one point before you go on. That was golden. Now, in guy logic, with my guy logic, when you were saying that, it's like, man, these chicks don't want to fuck the guy who's, knowingly fucking all the girls. They're going to think that's disgusting. But it makes so much sense now that you broke it down.
Right, but see, that's why they wouldn't want to do it, because women love attention. So if every other girl's getting attention except for her, she's going to be like, why does he want to fuck me? You see what I'm saying?
Also, here's the other thing, too. Here's the most vital thing. There's a lot of girls that just want to fuck.
Exactly.
And if you just say that, you're going to get a lot further than if you ever try to lie and say, oh, I want to be your man and this and that and this and that.
Thank you.
It just doesn't work.
Thank you.
It's so disrespectful. That's when bitches really have a right, too, to get you in trouble on it. Mm-hmm. Because, like, you need to be honest and your word should mean something. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you got hired for a job and you were being all dishonest and stealing and doing shit, you'd get fired. It'd be serious. You might even end up in court for that. And relationships, you know, a marriage is a legal situation. So if you're lying on that and fucking up a relationship, then, like, you're really going to have yourself in a shitty-ass situation when you could have just been real from the jump.
Exactly. That's what we try to tell cats.
So when people say, like, I want you to be my girlfriend, I know this guy he's not gassing me. He's 100%. You know what I mean? He has his own business. He has employees. I think his word means something. Like, you know what I'm saying? And he's not gassing me. So it's like, don't just be saying that for no reason, just to get pussy, when there's plenty of girls that will definitely just fuck if you just say it. Right.
That's exactly. So, and again, dude, you're in college, man. These girls are ready to make it happen.
Yeah, I mean, even girls that want to be a wife one day still just want to fuck sometimes. Let's be real. So just always let that be known.
Like Lo, how do I break? My problem is I'm too nice. I have too much boyfriend energy. That's what my friends tell me. I give off too much boyfriend energy.
Don't make it clear. Make it clear, because
it got to be sexual.
If you just want to fuck and you definitely do not.
And I haven't fucked any of them yet. 6
Because
different girls. I've made out. 3 of them spent the night. I haven't fucked yet.
Wait, hold on, wait, hold on. Hold on, wait. You said they spent the night and you didn't fuck?
No.
Why?
Have sex. It doesn't matter. Look.
We were making out, she played with my dick, you know, I played with her pussy, but I didn't fuck because she said that I was too fast.
She said you was too what?
Fast.
All right, now on this note, because he's gonna say, why didn't you do it?
Fast. No, not fast. Fast. F-A-S-T.
Yeah, that's what we are fast,
and look,
right?
And he's gonna tell you that you should have done it. But
no, I'm not gonna tell you you should have done it. I'm telling you that girl, she's playing games, so you need to not talk to her anymore. You understand? So and what happened with these other girls? So this happened multiple times?
Okay, no, that was one occasion. Another occasion, it was this black chick that came over. Her name was Alex. She was doing laundry and shit. We stay in the same student apartments, you know. So she came over one day, you know, just casual shit. And she came over in some real short ass shorts. And me, you know, when we were texting, you know, she didn't give off any impressions like we were about to fuck. But she came over with like some short shirts, some short shorts, and like a tank top. And, you know, we're just talking on my couch, and I never progressed it, you know, to anything sexual. You know, we're literally just having regular-ass conversations.
And then what happened?
Eventually, you know, she just dipped, you know, because, you know, the hurricane. Did you hear about Hurricane Florence?
Oh, God, you going to...
Can I just go back to this other girl, though? Because I don't think that girl was faking with you. I think sometimes people, like, there's a spectrum. Some people are cool with just cuddling. Like, there's an app for people that just want to cuddle. Some people just... No, so this is what I'm saying. Some people want to smash on day one. Some people just want to kiss on day one. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't say she's playing you.
No,
that's just how some people are.
She's playing you.
Nah, I disagree.
Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why she's playing you. Let me tell you why she's playing you. Let me tell you why she's playing you. Again.
She was doing what she was comfortable with.
Hold on, let me say. Again, listen, let me tell you. Hold on. I'm going to tell you. Every girl has a price. You understand what I'm saying?
That's true.
So what I mean is that, and this is what you were saying earlier. You said you were giving off boyfriend energy, or you do give off boyfriend energy. So sometimes some of these girls you deal with, they're probably looking at you like, okay, I like this guy, and so since I want to maybe keep seeing him, or I don't want him to think I'm a slut, or I don't want him to think a certain way, I'm going to not fuck him now, so that he doesn't think I'm a slut. You see what I'm saying? But again, a lot of that sometimes has to do with how you're coming at the situation with the girl. Because the thing is, if you're dealing with a girl and you say to her, listen, you know, I've been looking at you all through, you know, science class, and I know you ain't got no class right now. I don't got no class. So all I want to do is I want to take you back to my dorm, pull those shorts down, and stick my dick all the way in your ass. You understand? Like, it has to be that blatant sometimes, so that she knows this is what you're trying to do.
That's what I was gonna say.
Because you gotta move from the guy who's the super, oh well, maybe I'm a cool guy that I could be your boyfriend, to, oh, this guy just wants to fuck. So sometimes the girls who wants to fuck, she's like, cool, he's letting me know that he wants to fuck. You see what I'm saying? So therefore, he's saying it's okay for me to be slutty.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
I was just about to say that.
That's the
you
thing.
have once you decide and once it's known, if you are gonna be the guy that's just fucking, then you have to be like that.
Right. You gotta be like
Otherwise,
that.
what are we doing?
Right.
Like if you're the guy that just wants to fuck, then it needs to be the craziest best shit that this person is about to have ever.
Because
otherwise,
right.
miss me with that bullshit. And if you want to be my boyfriend, I take a completely different approach.
Exactly.
You take
That's
it
right.
slow,
That's what I'm saying.
You do all this other shit. That's why we hate it. It's like if you just want to fuck, you should just let me know.
Right.
Because we could have just done this and been doing this. But if you wanted to be my boyfriend, then we do have to go about it a different way. And if you waste my
Exactly.
time in that way, I will come for you
Facts.
financially, emotionally. I will fucking ruin you.
Facts.
You see that? This is what happens.
See?
Do
You
not
see?
play with that shit.
Exactly.
Do
You see?
not.
That's what I'm
Either
trying to tell.
Come correct from day one, the jump. Unless you want some lawsuits, unless you want some other shit.
Right.
Don't be playing games on that level.
Real shit.
If you want to be my man, you'll show me, I'll see it, we'll do it. But if
Real
you
shit.
lying and you start the process and you just fall back on it, that's when you catch a case, 100.
You see that passion and that
Yeah.
that anger and the
Because
energy.
it's happened to me, and
See?
it's like, don't do that.
You
Don't
see?
introduce me to your family. Don't fly me out here. Don't have me doing this. Don't have me meeting your friends here. Don't have me showing up to your job. And then it was just a fuck.
So look, all you guys, if y'all want all this drama that goes along with lying and shit, that's what happens. This is what I've been trying to warn you guys.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Y'all saying why is she so immature?
I'm
But you
not.
gotta understand that as a man, this is what you gotta understand. As a man, you set the tone for how a woman is going to act towards you. Do you understand this? This is why I be trying to tell you guys, if you're dealing with a girl and you doing a whole bunch of fuck shit, you deserve all the fuck shit you get back because you started the fuck shit. You see what I'm saying? If you say to a woman, listen, this is what I want to happen, either she gonna be down with it or not. So even if she's not, that's cool. So you let her go on her way and you find a girl that's gonna be down with it. So that's what I'm saying. You in college, you got all these girls around. Listen, my dorm room is down right there. Let's go and make it happen. You feel what I'm saying? And that's what it is.
Yeah.
So you ain't got to be doing all this.
And the reason
extra
why
shit.
is because we are the more emotional creatures. We
Exactly.
understand communication better. You know what I'm saying? So if you fuck up that communication, we just hate you for it because it's like you think you're gonna outsmart us. You think you're gonna outdo a woman's intuition. Like we gave birth to y'all. You think that
No,
like
let me tell you something. Women are fucking devious. You feel what I'm saying?
Ooh.
Women are fucking crazy, and you as a man, see, look, I don't like to use the word better. Also, I'm gonna say different. You got to be different than women. See, a lot of guys will say goofy shit like, "Well, women do this, so how come we can't do that?"
We're not the same.
We're not this, right? And that's usually what women will say about men. Women will be like, "Well, men do this. Why can't?" That's a very feminine energy type of response. So the thing is, as a man, you have to be better than that so that you can create the situations to where things are going to flow in the direction you want. And this goes for everything. This goes for if you're trying to have a relationship with a woman. This goes for even when you're having a conversation with a woman. See, a lot of times when you guys are trying to make something happen with a woman, the reason why it doesn't go where you want it to go is because you as the man didn't lead or direct the
Hold
conversation.
up a second.
You see what I
Emotionally
mean?
unstable when they're scorned. Okay, you want to deal with a woman. You know that women are emotional creatures. You know that half of our brain is literally dealt for emotions. You know we're supposed to be having an open, free conversation, and you say shit like that.
Like what? What you
you're
talking about?
whack. Emotionally unstable when they're scorned.
No, but
He's talking about me.
it's true though. Some women are
But yeah,
emotionally
and that's
unstable
true,
when
and
they
that's
are
why you
scorned.
shouldn't do that.
But that's what we're saying. This is
Because
what,
that's how we are.
That's what
Stop
we're
trying
saying.
to change our nature. We are emotional. If you want to deal with logical man shit, deal with a man. But if you're stepping into our
hell no.
essence, understand it.
Now, do not deal with men. Don't listen to men.
So don't be fucking lying. Don't be fucking lying. Don't be fucking lying.
I'm telling you, listen.
Do not be fucking
Listen,
lying.
y'all dudes can do what y'all want. Y'all can lie all you want and all that, but remember, what comes with the lying?
That's why y'all single. Y'all here talking shit.
That's
and
what
this
comes
is why
with the
I
lying.
don't come back because you guys are just mean. All of you are mean because you're not getting pussy. I'm not having trouble getting any.
All right.
So
So you say basically what you told me to do would be is mode one, for lack of a better term.
we
Right,
can do
just
another
be-
call.
just be-
The
hold on,
answer-
hold on,
the
hold on,
answer
hold on,
is
hold on.
simple.
What I'm saying is
I've got
this.
like 15 numbers,
I gotta
right?
leave.
What I'm saying is this.
The very first set.
Look, this is all you got to do. You got all those girls in the college. Talk to as many girls as you want. Let them know what you're trying to do. And engage with them on a sexual manner, not no romantic,
Respectful,
boyfriendy
but sexual.
type of shit. You understand what I'm saying? Sexual, just straight sexual type of shit. The ones who are responding to you, those are the ones you fuck with. The ones who ain't, you keep that shit pushing, and that's that. And then join those groups. Join those groups so that you can actually get even more shit going with the social circle. You feel me?
If you just want to fuck, make every situation and conversation about sex.
Hey,
exactly.
I'm about to demonstrate because I want you to make sure as OG.
Bye. You just hogging up all the time now.
Wait, hold on. What you said?
I want you to make sure that my energy is correct.
Say that again.
I said Locario.
Say that again.
I said Lo. I said this community that we all are in right now, the bad boy shit. You the OG, so I want you to check my energy real quick through this demonstration. And make sure that I'm coming correct. I want to do like a little role play with Amina.
He said he wanted to do a role play with you.
All right, go
ahead. Go ahead.
Where are we meeting?
So the scenario. All right. So we're walking, down campus, and I guess we're in front of the library, and I see you, and I'm about to come up on you. All right. All right.
I'm alone, I'm guessing.
Well, let's make it harder. Let's make it even more difficult. Let's say you've got 2 friends with you.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. Hey, y'all, listen, I usually don't do this, and I know y'all are probably in a rush, but golly, like, who is this in the middle?
Amina, what's up?
Amina, hey, nice to meet you, Amina. Hey, listen, I'm Shakur. I play baseball here. I don't got a lot of time, but I did think that you were beautiful, and, to be honest, you're right on time with how I'm feeling right now. What do you say tonight around 8 or 9 o'clock you come back to my place?
Wow. That's really forward.
I mean, this is college. This is a fast organization.
Do you smoke? You drink? What are you up to?
I mean, I drink a little bit, but, with, sports and everything like that, I try not to smoke. But, if you smoke, that's cool. I'm not going to knock you if that's what you're into.
I mean, you can text me if you want.
All right, cool. What's your number? Just put it in my phone.
There you go. Perfect. See? Easy. That was funny. He's like, well, this is college.
Yeah, like that just was nice. It was like, okay, cool. He made it. I know.
That's a lot for you college niggas. This is college, bitch. You feel me?
That's funny. That's cute. All right, yeah, okay. You're right.
No, but it's pretty much that simple, man. Just get to them.
I like that you said that instead of like, oh, I'm trying to get to know you. Can I take you out? You just kept it with what it was, and that's why I was like, yeah, I'll give you my number in case I need that.
Right. Exactly.
He put it cool. This is what he has to offer me. Now I know this is the guy for that.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
But that's what it is, bro. Yeah. But I appreciate the call, my dude.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Oh yeah, bro.
I'm gonna holler at you. Keep doing that. Keep doing your thing. Let me, keep me updated. All right.
Oh yeah, for a second. Minute, you take care. Y'all be good.
All right, bro. Peace. All right. Yeah, man. That was funny.
Y'all over here, y'all just.
Amina, you love it.
No,
you love it.
No, I don't. This is why I don't.
Let's take one more call. Yo, what's going on? Who's this?
Hello?
Yo, what's poppin'?
Yeah, hey, what's up with you, bro?
What's good?
Hey, I love your videos, man. It's James.
That's what's up, bro. What's going on with you?
Hey, look, Amina, let me tell Amina, I think you're beautiful.
Thanks.
I think you're a gorgeous woman. Now, me, I don't particularly like braids. So, even though you're a beautiful woman, I could never say anything to you with your hair like that.
Don't try to. Yo, Amina's a hater, yo. Amina's a fucking hater. Why you hating? Why you hating for, yo? Oh man, Amina's so hating right now. Jesus Christ. Why you so sensitive, Amina? Why you so sensitive, girl? Huh? Why you so sensitive? Hold on, wait. What's up with this phone line? Why can't answer nobody call? Hold on. All right. Yo, what's going on? Who's this?
Hey.
Yo. Alright.
You know what's cool? You don't have to like it. You also don't have to say shit about it.
Hilarious. That shit was hilarious. Amina's sensitive as hell right now. She's like...
I'm telling you, you do not win girls over by fake insults. You don't. That's actually called a form of emotional abuse. You got about funny. 2 or 3 of those before you completely lose it. You got about
Jesus Christ,
1 or 2 backhanded compliments
what's going on?
before your relationship's over. honestly.
What's up, Mr. Locario?
What's poppin'? What's going on? Who's this?
This is Jay from Honolulu. I've talked to you before.
All right, what's going on with you, bro?
Not much. I just had a quick commentary. Hello, Mina, by the way.
Hey.
Mina's scared now. Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sorry.
hey, what's up?
I just had a couple commentaries and just little things to spice this conversation up, since we're talking about rejection and all that. The way I've seen it, especially a lot of the research that I've done here in this city, is that the reason why, like you guys are saying, the reason you want to show what it is that you are, whether you want to be the guy that wants to fuck or the guy that wants a relationship, is because now in this society, people, not just women, are spoiled for choice. And so it's easier for us to filter through what it is that we're interested in.
Right.
And like she was saying earlier, pick the best option. And I have seen here in this city so many people who have been in relationships that have picked great options at the time, who have found other options that have come along, and now all of a sudden that's the next thing. Like my dad said, people are monkey branchers. They won't let go of one option until they have the other one firm in hand. So when someone, like anyone, like Amina says, for right now, this guy that she's talking to, you know, he might be it. That's because that's the branch that she has on currently.
Exactly.
When a different, better vine comes around, in that moment, all of the senses and the subconscious communication that goes behind her personality, that really runs the human existence, will say, nope, Mamina, that's not the one. This is the person.
But can I say this?
Yeah, go
Can
ahead.
I just say this? I know what you're saying. In the early stages of dating, that's absolutely what it is, and that's what it should be. But once you're like committed, married, serious relationship, it's not that easy to find somebody new, because you're gonna have to replace an entire relationship, and the standards and everything I had going on have to be much better. So technically, yes, but like.
Right.
Only really in dating would I act like that. Only in dating, before it's serious, before you've really like committed resources or anything to me. Like, yeah, I'm gonna go with the best at the time. But once the deal is done and it's a financial legal obligation, it's gonna have to be a hell of a deal for me to get a divorce and leave everything I have going on that level. So yeah, kind of yes, but
well,
at
that's
the same
assuming
time.
that he doesn't destroy his own value by something like abuse or infidelity or something. So yeah, the cost benefit at that point, if everything is equal, I agree with. But I was kind of segueing that into this particular idea that I wanted to thought bomb the audience with, and you guys, is that we as humans, human being an ape, human being an animal, we get so wrapped up in our persona and our personality, and we feel that it is the driving factor of our existence, that we forget all of the subconscious things that we don't choose, that actually dictate our actions, and the fact that in our present reality, our persona is only on the left brain, and its job is to interpret what has been happening and kind of predict what could happen, but it only makes explanations, and it's not the driving factor of your actions. Your emotions are the driving factor of your reactions, and your emotions are an expression often of your biologic history. So, for instance, there's nothing in most women's biologic history that can make them react to the threat of sexual assault in any other way than anger, fear, and defense. If that's not the case, and somehow the reaction would be a happy and pleasant and welcoming one, then you would define that person as crazy or broken, right? There's no choice in the present moment that would allow that person to suddenly say, well, I'm just going to choose to flip it off, or, you know, it's just going to be a pleasant thing. So in that regard, a lot of the things that men are confused about when it comes to the reactions of what they think are illogical emotions out of women is them not understanding that these are biologic reactions that are built out of billions of years of history. And granted, there are certain things in our society that allow us to mitigate some of the negative effects, but that's what I'm basically saying when I'm saying that we're not really in full control of a bunch of individuals.
Right.
We don't really have free will.
No, that's he wants some other shit now, because it's like basically what he's saying is that there's so many things that's already built up inside of us as to why we respond certain ways when it comes to certain things. You see what I'm saying? And this kind of goes with the topic of rejection. You see what I'm saying? Because a lot of times when we get into our ego, we think, well, she rejected me because I don't look that good, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, whatever. But a lot of times, some of the things that a woman is or isn't into, and the same thing, the things we aren't into or not into, whatever, comes from basically our makeup and our conditioning and all these other things mixed together, which cause shit to happen. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of times, like for example, if Amina's getting upset about, a guy talking about her braids or some shit, you feel what I'm saying? Like,
this has been the worst hour of my life.
No,
you guys have a lot of issues.
Shut
like,
up.
I
What
just
are you
don't
talking
think
about?
I would ever get into a chat room and like continuously rag on somebody for an hour about their jaw structure. She's trash. She's immature.
This is the internet. You gotta welcome to the internet, baby.
Yeah, but like y'all have issues.
Gotta welcome to the internet, baby. You feel what I'm saying? But
saying?
But what you're saying is real talk, though. You know what I'm saying? That's some
what
real
I'm
shit.
saying, in addition to that, and agreeing with what Amina just said, is that they do have issues, but the issue that they have, they don't realize they have. They don't have any other choice but to try and take her value down. It's an automatic response. Apes have that when they see somebody trying to be the top person, whether it be male or female, they try to take each other down. They try to knock each other down the peg.
Right. Yeah, but we're beyond being animals. We have to evolve past that.
No, but see, that's the thing. We can, but we are still animals.
Guys, I have to run.
Oh, your cab's in?
Yeah.
Well, not my cab, but I gotta go.
Okay.
I gotta head out.
Say peace out to Amina. Amina gotta go and do her thizzle.
Amina.
You feel me? But we gonna stay on for a little bit longer, guys.
Make sure you guys check out my music, y'all fucking haters.
Oh yeah, where they can find it? Where they can find the music at? Tell them.
YouTube, SoundCloud.
And they type in Amina Zena.
Amina Zena.
And what's the name of the
Cotton
songs?
Candy.
Cotton Candy.
Get ready for that music video. And this was it, guys. I think I'm pretty much taken, so from now on, you can refer to me as a real relationship expert because I'm really in one. And get ready for the pictures when my boo takes me to the gala.
Hopefully next month, when Amina's back on, we don't hear a story about her being single again, okay?
No.
So we're all rooting for you. You feel what I'm saying? We want to make this happen.
This is probably it, guys. Get ready
Mr.
for the wedding.
Locario was a shade darker for every time he's heard that, and it's not true. He'd be like,
are you sad? I'm getting married.
Oh, please, I'm happy. There we go. So Amina Zena, it's over.
You guys thought me and him were going to end up being together.
Please.
We wish we were together.
Amina's like my little sister.
Yeah, you're like my little brother.
Exactly. So congrats on Amina for getting the ball and chain happening. You feel what I'm saying? It's
all over one text.
It's over for now. It's over.
He admitted his love to me.
It's over for you. I'm getting all these unknown calls lately.
Yeah, me too. I don't know. I got like 10 calls today from people that I don't know. It's crazy. I'm not answering it. Hello?
Who is it?
Hello? I don't
You talking to me?
answer.
Talking to somebody else.
All right, peace out. Get your booty out of here. Yeah, you can lock the door when you're on your way out, or ask. Okay. Peace out.
I'll have to do it again.
Oh yeah, let me know. We'll make it happen. We'll make it happen. Oh man. So yeah, so that's Amina Zena. Make sure you guys check out her SoundCloud and all that other shit. You feel what I'm saying? They said they give you relationships 2 weeks.
More ladies on.
Yeah, I'm gonna have some more people on here too soon. You know, Amina Zena might get jealous that I got other girls on here, but we gotta get that shit popping.
That's how you make sure she comes back is the jealousy, right?
Exactly. That's what it is. But yo, dude, I appreciate all the commentary. You spit some real deep shit. You feel what I'm saying? You feel me?
Thank you, Mr. Locario.
Yeah,
it's
man.
Always a pleasure listening.
I'm holler at you, bro. All right, peace.
Take care.
Later. That's crazy. That's messed up. Yeah, dudes hating on Amina. You know, y'all know Amina's sensitive. You feel what I'm saying? They talking about they give it a week. This is over. Yo, what's going on? What's popping?
Yo, what up, Locario? This is 70 plus. I had to call back in to say something if you don't mind real quick.
Nah, go ahead. It's all goes going on.
I like Amina, man. I just wanted to point out to guys like how I did that like over the phone when she said that, and I kind of kept the conversation positive and kind of moved her in another direction or whatever it was.
Right.
I did all that to give you guys like an example. Like the reason I say I really like her because most women, like if you pay attention to it, they're not as witty as she is. I can tell she's kind of witty.
Right.
When you in the streets, meaning that like. Witty meaning like if you run up on a chick, she got that convo real quick for you.
Right, they could come back with shit. Right.
Yeah, but most women don't have that. So like women like her actually are good to practice with. That's why I was telling the guys they should call in and talk to her because she'll have their conversation skills on point where they'll come back. Like there was off the top of my dome. I can't remember what she said. She was talking about. She said like she made up something. Said I was rambling. And you see how I was able to come back. I was like, well, baby, how would you know that? What was I talking about?
Right.
And that's me being a man, understanding she's talking from an emotional place. I didn't get offended. I didn't get mad. I had a quick comeback for it.
Right.
Build conversation.
Right.
That's why I said, I got to go out there and talk to women because you're going to run into women like that. You're going to run into women that's going to be like that, but they're going to just straight be bitches. Like, you got to know the difference. Hers wasn't like an extreme situation that can't be tolerated. Hers was just like, okay, I could talk back and forth with her. This is wordplay. But there are other situations where it's extreme, where the chick is just a bitch and you got to know when to exit the situation.
Exactly, right.
So that's why I had to call back real quick and just point the guys out the difference. So I want guys to call in, man, next time she's on or next time Locario have a female on. Man, practice with them women, man. Practice your conversation skills.
Right.
That's the only way you're going to get better. And then you'll know where you stand when you go out there in them streets.
Right.
That's
Real shit. Real shit. Nah, real talk, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. That's what it is. Because, they got to know what's popping when it comes out to hollering at these girls in the streets. Because when they do that, they're more prepared and they know how to make it happen. You feel what I'm saying?
Again, I wanted to put out one more thing before I left. Like, if you all notice also, too, like, females, like, they're definitely from an emotional place. This is the reason why you can't respond the way they respond. Like, you saw how she quickly said, well, yeah, y'all on there, y'all are not getting no pussy or whatever it is.
Right.
The emotionalism started coming out of her. So, just imagine, right, if you a guy, she's a woman, and you engaging her in that stuff, both of y'all sound like women at that point.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's
exactly.
like you're engaging her, you're getting on her level. So when you run across women that got attitudes, they say stupid stuff. That's why Locario or anybody would tell you be above it. Because when you join in with her with that, it's like two women at that point. Notice I didn't join in. I came back at her with some logical, kind of joking like the
and some calm shit. Right.
I didn't get defensive and be like, the hell you talking about? I did. What do you mean I don't get women? I've been with 70 plus women. I didn't explain myself to her because I'm a man and a man don't have to explain himself to a woman.
Exactly.
I just hit her with the logic, hit her with some chill shit, and got the fuck out the phone.
Right.
And if we was going longer, y'all would have saw how I would have turned that situation around into a conversation where it would have got graphic. I would have been talking about her bending over while my mouth.
Right.
But we didn't get that point. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to show y'all that, man. So, just take those call in and practice with them and stuff like that. And female pimp call up. You always in here with the fellas. Why don't you call up so they can practice with your ass?
Exactly.
And
real shit. All right, bro. Appreciate that, man. That's real talk.
All
right, man. Mala. All right. Man. I want Costas to call up. Costas, you never be calling up. You writing these long essays of comments under the videos and you never call up. Yo, what's going on? Who's this?
Yo, what's poppin'? This is Dre, bro.
What's going on, bro?
Hey, so as far as like on the topic, man, I just wanted to say like what you saying, like it's actually a good thing because like rejection, you feel me? It builds character, you know what I'm saying? Like that shit put some hair on your chest. That shit make you a man. That shit make your motherfucking balls drop. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Niggas need to really like understand, like, you have to, it's part of the game, but you kind of woke my eyes up as far as like taking that in and really accepting that because like one thing that really made me try to shift away from rejection a lot was because of my ego and like what the last caller was saying, not 70 plus, he dope, but the other dude, like, who was like more like he was on some deep shit. Like did, you know, like my family and shit or whatever, we like big on music and shit. So like, it used to be a time where when I was like a little, like I probably like 5 years old, and every time my mama have like get-togethers and shit, she'll like tell me, yo son, come out here and come like rap a verse for him or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And when I like spit some shit, the whole family like just like be cheering and yo, bro, you did good, you did. So like all my life, you know what I'm saying, I just been like, you know, used to that type of validation and shit like that. So whenever I like, even like with girls, like not bragging and shit, I always put the type of nigga that got chose, but whenever I decide to step out my comfort zone and approach women, and they turn me down, that shit used to like do something to me because all my life it's like nigga been getting that validation, and that shit got to my ego, and I been thinking I was the shit. So whenever somebody did something or a female like brushed me, I'm like, fuck out of here, you know what I'm saying? That shit is just like, what the fuck? You just like, you know, I just go crazy like. But now, you know, I kind of understand, and I kind of like, you know, I had to understand like, you know, this shit is part of the game, and I have to drop my ego and understand, like, you know, you a human being, and you're going to get a lot more no's anyway. So, when you made that video about that ego shit, like, dropping that ego or whatever, and understand that, no, nigga, you're not cool. No, nigga, you're not handsome. You're not cute. All them labels, that shit don't mean nothing.
Exactly. Real
when
shit.
You told me that,
real shit.
I was like, okay, you know what I'm saying? I really had to understand that, man. Like, it takes growth, and it takes a lot of mindset shifting and shit, but man, yeah, like you right, man. That's why you say it's a good thing, because getting rejected, all that shit taught me to be the way that I am now and accept that shit. So if I would have never got rejected, I probably would have still been that same egotistical ass boy that I used to be.
Right.
Like,
right. And see, that's good, because, you know, and that's what I want dudes to understand. It's like it's a learning process. Like, you start to see what's really going on, and you start to see things for what it really is, instead of always like being always reactionary and being always emotional about everything. And, you know, you just got to understand that this is, you know, these things are part of the game. And even when you do feel those emotions and you do feel a certain way, you understand why you feel in that way. You understand why that is happening this way, instead of being unaware of it. And then that also makes it even harder to deal with. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So, you know.
Right.
So, you know, that's what it is, man. So, yeah, real talk. I appreciate the call, my dude. I am going to holler at you, bro.
Yes, sir.
All right, bro.
Man.
Peace. Costas, you said, can you call me from a different country? Yeah, you can call me. 646-481-3901. That's the number. Hit that up. Yeah, man. So what time is it? 5:40. I'm going to go another probably 20 minutes. Yo, what's going on? Who's this?
What's up with you, Locario?
What's popping? What's going on? Who's this?
Look, bro, I'm the dude who had called you, and Amina got upset and cut me off.
Oh, okay. So what's going on?
Let me just finish what I had to say, though.
Right.
So first of all, in my opinion, Amina is an easy lay. Because if she can't take a little criticism, that's telling me she's insecure. All I got to do is follow up with a lot of, false compliments. Oh, no, you know, yeah, you fine, you sexy, you know, you're not that big, you know.
Right.
Your hair look good, you know, I got that. So I don't see no resistance on that. But let me say, a guy called you talking about he had a college. Now that cat there, he got erectile dysfunction, brother.
Why you say that?
Ain't no way you sleeping with college girls. You might start out cuddling, but ain't no way you gonna end up not having sex unless your Jimmy ain't working, brother.
Nah, he's just saying that these chicks be stopping him. You know what I'm saying? So that happens sometimes, because, like, you know, if you with a chick and, you know, she's either on some attention whore stuff, or, you know, she's a dick tease, she's playing games, you know, that shit happens. You know, or he's in them situations where he's dealing with a girl, but he's dealing with her on the terms of not really being that, like, assertive sexual type of guy. You feel what I'm saying?
Well, I'm 35. I went to college. If you can get a female to spend the night with you, you're gonna get laid. I don't get that.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying. Certain dudes, and this is why the game is important, because certain dudes don't know. That's the thing. Because see, look, when a guy doesn't know what's going on, or that he doesn't really know what he's doing, or he's not really sure about what to do, that within itself it's like it messes everything up, because you're leaving it up to the woman now, which is never a good thing. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of dudes don't understand, when you leave shit up to the girl, then she's going to go with or do or say whatever she thinks she should do or say, or she may take advantage of the situation and say, okay, I realize this guy don't know what he's doing, so since I know that he doesn't know what he's doing, I'm gonna take it. Just like an Amber Rose type of chick. Like Amber Rose, she was able to sort of finesse Kanye and Wiz Khalifa and all these other dudes that she's been with, because she know the type of guy she could do that with, because she realizes that they don't know how to put her under any instructions. So she's just gonna, roll around and do what she got to do. You see what I mean? But she most likely would avoid a guy who would actually know what he's doing, because she likes to sort of be in that control situation. So that's why I was telling guys, a lot of times you got to make sure that you're in that leadership position and managing the situation. So if a chick is really down to make something happen, she's just going to follow it. If she's not, if she's about playing games, or if she's about manipulation, she can't manipulate you, because she realizes that you're not the type of guy that's going to go for it. So in his situation, he was probably the type of guy who she either was dealing with him not knowing, or with dealing with him not knowing what to do, and she was confused, or she realized he didn't know what to do, and she was like, I could take advantage of him, so I'm going to tell him, oh, let's wait, let's do this, and then she could probably figure out other ways to get over on him, which is how it goes sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
The only reason I disagree is the birds and the bees. When I was 21, when I was in college, I was 25 and something. When I went to sleep, the birds and the bees took over. I woke up with a hard on.
Right.
I didn't have any problem with females. They rolled over and we was straight. It was we didn't got to talk about it. You understand? So I can't understand how he can find himself at a loss with that.
Right.
One woman argues with you at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. A lot of dudes,
I don't get that.
They show up because you gotta understand. It's just like this. I'll put it to you this way. Let's say, for example, you meet 3 girls, right? One girl you're like, oh, this girl seems like she could be wifey. Another girl, you say, I could see her as a jump off. Like I'll fuck her here and there, but I would never make a wifey. And then you got another girl who's totally you're not attracted to at all. You don't want nothing to do with her or whatever, right? So what happens is that no matter what, let's say the jump off girl, no matter what she does, you probably never make her your girl or your wife, because you just don't see her that way. You understand? So therefore, you're gonna act towards her differently than you would do the wifey girl. So the jump off girl, you might just fuck her, but the wifey, you might actually go out on a date with her or some shit, or spend some time chilling with her, doing other stuff also with fucking. You feel what I mean? So now the jump off girl's like, damn, like why I can't get special treatment or getting more shit like the wifey girl. And the reason why is because you don't see her like you see the wifey. So the same thing happens with these dudes when they're dealing with chicks. So you may have been in your college and the chick saw you as a guy she was sexually attracted to the point where she wanted to be in your room with you, fucking you and doing all this other stuff. Now there's another guy, like the guy that probably called earlier, where she's looking at him like, well, I don't see him as a guy I want to fuck, but I see him as a guy I can sort of use for attention. You see what I'm saying? So the same way where we'll use a girl as a jump off, women will use a guy for attention. And so this is why he could be in a situation with a girl, they're naked and he trying to make something happen and she still won't fuck him, because she never had any intentions to fuck him like she was going to act. The same way she would have fucked the guy she wanted to fuck, she's not going to fuck him, or she's not going to give him that same treatment. Just like you don't give the jump off the same wifey treatment, she's not going to give the guy she doesn't want to fuck the same treatment as the guy she does want to fuck. So even if they're in the same situation, it's going to be different treatment because of how she sees him. And this is why I tell guys, you got to make sure that you're coming into the situation where she sees you as the guy she's trying to fuck. And the way you do that is that you always have to be that guy who's flirting, being extremely sexual with her, where she knows that this is what you're trying to do, because she has to respond to that. His problem was he was probably taking shit slow and being very cordial and not creating any type of situation where it was a sexual situation. So then she was like, oh, well, I realized that he's not the type of guy who or he's pretending, or he may not be the type of guy who wants that situation to go down. You see what I mean? And so that's what makes it a situation where you could go in that same situation and fuck a girl, and he could go in that same situation and nothing to happen. You see what I mean? It's basically how you're showing up in the situation. You see what I mean? And that's the thing that guys don't get. You know what I mean?
I got you, bro. Hey, just want to let you know, I love your material.
That's what's up. Appreciate it, bro.
What you do. And even though I'm in my 30s, I'm learning every day, bro.
That's what's up. That's how it be. That's how it be. I'm the same way. I'm learning every day. You feel me? I appreciate the call, bro. Okay. All right, peace. But yeah, that's the thing. Guys gotta understand that, man. That shit is serious, man. That's why you could be in the same situation and the chick will treat you differently. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, dude is calling like crazy out this motherfucker. Yo, what's going on?
Yo, Locario, in response to the guy that called last, I'm the guy that called that he was calling in reference.
Oh, damn, this is going in tonight. So what you want to say about that?
Bro, I want to clarify a few things, and I appreciate y'all going in on me the way that y'all did.
Right.
Now that I think back on that night, the girl was telling me how her mom, when she was younger, used to abuse her, and how her brother passed away, and I was rubbing her back throughout the night.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was rubbing her back, and fuck. You know, she was telling me about like some personal ass shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we were flirting, we were kissing and shit, but I never got to like the nitty gritty, nasty shit like I probably should have. And honestly, like, I didn't even feel, you know, like 100%. Like, she was a very nice looking girl, but like what I'm attracted to was a fat ass. You know, primarily a fat ass, and secondary, you know, nice titties. She didn't really have that. She was one of those light-skinned mixed girls that had the real pretty curly hair, you know, nice eyes, light complexion skin. So I was digging her. I was like, shit, like, hell yeah, I'm going to get her number. You know, I'm going to have her come through tonight. She gets through. You know, she's probably a couple years younger than me, so she's not as mature. You know, she gets to telling me about, like, her mom and her brother. I get to rubbing her back. And, you know, we're still making out. And to me, like, I'm not even as turned on probably as initially if she would have came with, like, I don't know if it's my fault for not, you know, establishing the sexual energy sooner and stronger, or if I just kind of let her dwindle in with, you know, the way that she did. But that's my input to his response. I don't see how a guy can have a girl over and not fuck, and you guys, if she spends the night. Well, yeah, like, I wanted to fuck, but, you know, I feel like I kind of gave into, like, a beta simp trap of, you know, giving into all of her life story problems and rubbing her back and,
right.
You know, kind of...
Well, that's the thing too. Is like, you know, sometimes chicks will say and do all of that stuff because of them seeing you as that type of guy they can do that to. Because this is the thing. Like, it's not saying that you can't have a conversation like that with a woman and still smash. You understand? But there still has to be, the bare minimum has to be that she's seeing you as a guy she wants to have sex with. You see what I'm saying? And so if you're leaning towards too much of, like, you know, oh, we're just talking and we're, you know, getting to know each other and we're taking it slow, and then you're making moves that indicate or dictate that, you know, you're on some, like, taking it slow, boyfriend and girlfriend type of shit, then it's going to make it harder for because remember, a lot of times women they'll react based off how you're acting towards them. You see what I'm saying? Like for example, I'll give you guys a good, like, this is the thing. Let's say you guys go on a date with a chick, right? And it's first date, y'all go and get drinks or whatever, right? But you don't smash that date, right? What you should be trying to do is, at least by that second date, trying to smash. So let's say you call her up and you say, hey, listen, you know, let's get together this weekend. But what I want you to do is I want you to come through to my spot. I'm going to order us some food and we're going to have some dinner or whatever. You understand what I'm saying? So you're creating it to where, okay, now we're moving into us having sex. You see what I'm saying? Like, come through, we're gonna have some dinner, we're gonna chill, we're gonna hook up, we're gonna have some fun, whatever. But if the second date, if you go on the first date with her, and let's say you went to get drinks and you ain't smashed, and then you call her and you say, hey, let's go out on a second date, and then you go to, like, dinner to some expensive restaurant, now you're getting into boyfriendy territory. You see what I'm saying? And then so then what happens is that even if at some point she was thinking about, oh, let me just like have sex with this guy, whatever, because I'm attracted to him and all this other stuff. If she sees it going down boyfriend territory, she may say, even though I want to have sex with him, I'm not, because I don't want him to think I'm a slut. I don't want him to, leave me because we had sex. So therefore, I'm gonna drag it out as far as I can so that this can continue down this road of maybe he might be my boyfriend. You see what I'm saying? So that's the thing, like, because this is the thing. Women are looking for, both things at the same time. So they're looking for boyfriends and they're also looking for fuck buddies, right? So depending on, how she views you, she puts you in those categories. You see what I'm saying? And then once she puts you in a certain category, she's going to act accordingly to what that category dictates her to act. So if you're acting in a certain way where she's like, oh yeah, he's just trying to fuck, and I could never see him as a boyfriend because he's just this and that, then she's going to have sex with you. If she sees you as the type of guy who, this could go in this direction, she's going to go in that direction. That's it. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what it is. That's what it is, man. You know what I'm saying?
And the crazy thing about it is, since that night, I've not really texted her, instantly or constantly, and we've kind of fell off in communication. It's like she kind of got the picture.
Right. Right. So, cool. So I'll say for you, you just gotta, be a little bit more assertive and aggressive when it comes to you letting a girl know that you're trying to hook up or you're trying to do this type of shit. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what it needs to be. Are you on the Bad Boy membership?
Of course.
Yeah, man. You got to listen to the how to create sexual tension and the art of flirting again, so you can really get into that shit. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Now, I got a cultural question before I go. This is it. How come, like, initially, sometimes, like, black women seem more stern than white women when I meet them? Like, let's say they're equally attractive in our eyes. Just the black woman is more reserved, kind of eyeing me out, and the white woman is more, like, bubbly, smiley, like, hey, how you doing and shit.
Right. Well, that's because of we're in a white supremacist society. So therefore, you have, based off the culture, like if you have a white girl who may have had situations where she's had things easier for her to make shit happen. You feel what I'm saying? Then she's gonna most likely have a more a different type of personality than the black chick. Also, it's a cultural thing where with a lot of times with white people is that because they're, like, for example, because they have a lot of shit, or they're sort of like they're in power with whatever they're doing as far as financially, all this other stuff, there's a different type of energy that's going to be portrayed when you're dealing with other people. So, for example, if you have a white girl or white person talking to another white person, they're going to be very cordial and upbeat and, hey, how's it going, blah, blah, blah. Kind of like how you're at work. You feel what I'm saying? When you're at work, it's very, hey, how's it going, blah, blah, blah. So that's because that white person could be the owner of this company or that company, which can directly affect your situation just in general as far as your finances or whatever it is, right? Now, if I'm a black person who lives in a neighborhood, but I don't own anything, and I'm talking to another black person who doesn't own anything, me talking shit or being just real to the person is not going to directly affect my finances because you don't own anything that I may need to use for financial resources. So I don't have to necessarily be cordial or bubbly to you. You see what I'm saying? So that plays into it. You see what I mean? So it's a lot of that goes into it, and on top of that, there's other shit where it's like racism, which is why a black chick will have a different demeanor than the white girl. The white girl don't got to deal with racism. You feel what I'm saying? There's a lot of different shit that goes along with all of that stuff that creates that situation to where this is the way it needs to go. You feel what I'm saying? Or this is the way that it's gonna be. You see what I mean?
Yeah, but you mainly see it out of like a really hot black chicks like that. That's noticeably hot miles away with the fat asses, beautiful makeup, and perfect skin. Like I call it bad bitch syndrome. How do you deal with bad bitch syndrome?
Well, that's the thing. Some of them just gonna be that way. This is why you gotta be on point with your shit so that they, again, like I was saying earlier, they see you as that valuable guy. Because earlier I was saying there's a difference between the guy who's trying to get the girl and the guy who women want to get with. So if you're that guy who women want to get with and they see you as that valuable dude, what's going to happen is they'll open up to you more because they see you as valuable. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of times what happens is that, you know, at first they may not see you as valuable, but if you get into a conversation or you're interacting with them, that within itself sometimes will make them see that value, because at first they may just write you off just because, you know. But at the same time, if you have a certain look, if your appearance is a certain way, if your energy is a certain way, that may make her see you as that valuable guy even before you open your mouth. So there's a lot of different things that, you know, could get you those bad chicks, but you got to really be on point yourself to be able to be that guy who can consistently get those bad chicks, who can get those bad chicks easier and faster because you are the top guy. You see what I'm saying? And so that's the thing. And truthfully, a lot of dudes, half the reason why a lot of these dudes don't get into that top guy category really is because of their mindset a lot of times. You see what I'm saying? And so, unfortunately, that mindset of having that negative mindset of having that, you know, again, like we talked about today's show, fear of rejection, that causes it to be harder for them to, like, make shit happen. You see what I'm saying? So that's what it is, man. You feel me?
Oh, yeah, I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, man. But, yo, man, I'm going to holler at you later, bro. I'm about to head up out of this piece. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
All right, bro.
Yes, sir. You do good.
All right, man. Peace. All right. So, guys, it is about that time. Remember, get How to Have Sex with 2 Women a Day. Ebook, hard copy, audiobook. Make sure you guys get this book. Click the link below. Let me shout out to all the people in the chat. Shout out to Takeem for Life One Deep, Costas, JT Rax, Johnny Clock, Dwayne, Darmaine, Ellie Empire, Cal Newman. Who else? Jermaine Jones. Did I say you already yet? Female Pimp, D Weeze, Martin. Who else is up in here? Wilfrey Castillo, Death Row Camp. Who else is up in this spot? Man, y'all was going heavy. Ernest J, Chief Wildfire. Who else is here? Darrell S. Ronnie Ron is in the building. Who else is up in this spot? Let me scroll down and see. Willie Thomas, Shy Blackhawk, Shy 5, Eon J. Capo, Scrappy Chan, Chrissa Kaboom, T. Williams, J. Bishop. Yo, appreciate all you guys. I might do another one. Shit, when am I gonna do another one? Maybe. Nah, Monday's not gonna happen. Shit, it's probably gonna be this Friday coming up. So if it ain't during the week, Monday or Wednesday, I'm gonna definitely have another one on Friday. You guys have a good rest of your weekend, and I'll holler at you later. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone.